is a beautiful place.
2 seconds in, I'm fucking up. God, anybody want one of these?
I have a Rolling Rock, but
Come on, pass it down.
I've always wanted to try Love Honey, but I've never.
Yeah, it's good, dude.
It's good.
It's really good. Here, listen.
Perfect.
Well, I'm just gonna drink a Rolling
Sponsored
Rock.
by
I don't know
Love Honey.
about
Lost
change.
I wish the one with Brad and Seth. This is like Brad, just like sponsored by this, sponsored by that. And I'm like, you're gonna get me in trouble.
There's like 7 sponsors throughout that. But there's one that was like sponsored by death.
Sponsored by MeUndies. If you want a 2-headed giraffe on a pair of boxer shorts, we got it.
So I guess these other 6 beers are for me. Sweet. Oh, that's 4. Never mind. I can't count. Doot doot doot.
No, you can't.
Justin, you intro this one.
Hey, what's up, guys? This is Crashcast episode
Who gives a shit?
30-something at this point. And today we have 2 very special guests with us on the podcast. But first, to my right, that's weird. I get to say it. It's a Mr. Corey Fisher.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck him. To my left, one of my best friends for quite a while.
And one of the most talented drummers in the world. Don't forget it.
Mr. DJ Richardson.
Build me up. Just fall.
And then to my front, to DJ's left and to Corey's right, mastermind of Nouns, many projects over the years, and most notably Foo now, Mr. Hunter Mann.
Yeah.
Hunter Clifton Mann.
Hunter Clifton Man. Instagram.
Here's a fucking middle name.
Yeah. Hey, DJ, what is this? What did you send me? What's on my phone right now?
Oh, that's the song that I was gonna ask you to play whenever.
Oh, okay,
wrote
sweet,
a
sweet.
song.
So when this is over, y'all will hear this called "Nice Drain" output stereo out wave.
Okay,
That's the
first
full
off,
title?
let me double correct you on this. So the name of their band, instead, because they used to be 1955.
Oh, that's what this is.
Okay,
Yeah.
but
Oh,
it's
okay.
called Nisei now.
Yeah.
Nisei.
That's Nisei. Mm-hmm. Let me see.
There's no little French apostrophe thing.
It needs that.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I'm worried about like people like when they're like, say you go to a show and there's a band called Nisei. Like, how the hell do you spell that? And
Right.
then, I'm worried about people finding it really because like, how do you do
On the phone, you have the other
like
keyboard.
on the phone, but
On an
like
iPhone, yeah,
on,
you
on
just
like a
click the thing.
computer.
Oh, right.
Copy and paste.
you have to do
gotta
just
go
like
to
the
Google.
alt
Well,
Unicode.
on a Mac, there's like a shift alternate keyboard thing, and then you just hit the button and then you let go.
Well, I don't think I've ever been in a Googleable band. It's only band names, so it's just nice. It's spelled like nice.
Yeah.
Nisei.
There's 1955 before that. Horrible to
Just
Google.
do it.
Can't do
Neesay. Nisei.
That's what I was thinking, but the thing is, Nisei is a Japanese term for bogus or fake.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Oh,
Slang
Yeah.
term.
interesting because we say nice, which is like awesome, tubular, great.
Yeah. And Nisei, and it's spelled Nic''E, it means like fake, bogus, means not real.
Oh.
So it's like a little top.
And you learn something every day.
But the song is called Drain.
Oh, okay.
It's good.
Yep.
Because I do flooring for a living, and I've definitely in my life said, nice drain.
Yes, you have. And this podcast is over.
All right, 18
Let's everybody have a good
minutes.
night.
That's about fucking 4 minutes, really.
See you guys later.
So,
Yeah, that's cool. I didn't know y'all were doing, like, is this a carryover, or is this a whole new idea
It's
from
It's
1955?
11 years worth of same thing.
yeah, it's pretty the exact same band, except like the sound is not really the same, but it's kind of the same.
Okay.
Dustin would say like it's still you guys, but it sounds 10 times better, pretty much.
Just older, a better version. Yeah, more adult
pretty
version.
much. Kind of different style, but it's definitely still us and all our little tropes. And
I
things
feel
we
like
do.
that's what we're going with on this album.
Yeah.
It's still us. We're still in it, but it's more adult for sure.
Yeah,
It's
for sure.
necessary.
Yeah.
you know,
I think, dude,
for,
you
like,
have to.
anybody.
You have to do something different. I don't agree with making the same album 9 times. That
Yeah.
shit gets old as fuck. Stale. Like, I don't want to be stale. Even if we lose some fans, it's whatever. But I want to grow. I want to play new shit.
Is that a fear that you guys have? 'Cause
It's a fear I have.
It's like that losing fans is like
Losing fans
Yeah.
is a fear?
Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely not for me.
No, not losing fans, but like becoming stale. I don't. That scares the shit out of me.
Yeah.
I get scared that
I don't want to do that, and I don't want to fall into the nostalgia thing either.
Yeah.
I don't want people to be like, man, I miss my Insta War when they were like this choppy, chaotic thing. It's like, yeah, we were also fucking 20 and our spines were straight. What the fuck do you want from
Dude,
me?
I definitely have some freaking neck problems.
Oh,
Like I got way more problems, but neck problems are there. And so, man, I shouldn't have went so hard.
But you think about that, but then like you also think about like the next time you play on stage, it's like, well, I've got to fucking go harder than I did last time.
Yeah, exactly.
But what I like about your drum style now, DJ, is you have all that stuff, that accumulative knowledge, and you make fucking wild ass drum beats just look so effortless. And I commend you, sir.
That goes back to kind of like the being still thing, because I used to just be like just halftime.
Oh yeah,
and
I remember.
I just decided to like, man, I can be a good hardcore drummer, but that doesn't mean I'm a great drummer. I have to like learn how to do these funk songs and soul and jazz stuff. I have to be versatile.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And that sells it. That's what I've been working on. I don't know if you can tell, but
Oh yeah, dude. Every time I see my door practice, like it's just always better.
I've been actually practicing though, like away from the band, like what we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
Like how many people actually fucking practice not at band practice that are in bands that have been around for a while. The answer is slim to none.
I don't.
But to be fucking cliche, I made a New Year's resolution to play more guitar and play more drums without other people. So I'm influencing myself to like do more, you know?
Yeah.
And it's paying off. I will say that I definitely feel confident, like more confident behind a drum kit. And guitar, it's
Yes.
I'm learning some stuff, but it's not transferring that well yet.
Yeah.
But I'll take it. I'll take what I can get.
You just got to play. That's like you have to set a time, even if it's just you're picking up a guitar and just strumming, not even playing your songs, just jamming random stuff. Like everybody has to do that to get better.
But I've never been able to learn other people's stuff. So for me to be playing other people's songs, like that's what I'm trying to do, is trying to learn other people's
I've
songs.
never been good at that either.
And I've done a couple so far. I did that one shitty Green Day song, and then I did that Almost song, and I've been working on a couple just like better chord changing techniques and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's boring.
We're having this conversation and we're sitting next to Justin, who can listen to 20 seconds of a song.
And play the whole song. He's like, well, the natural progression would be this, so I'm guessing I'm right. And you're like, holy shit, you're right.
I'd like the odd duck out at this table of magnificent drummers.
You're pretty good, dude. You're pretty good.
I've actually never seen Hunter play drums.
They're not supposed to know I do it. It's a secret.
That's okay. To anyone listening, whoever has met Bryce Rosa, Bryce Rosa is a terrible drummer and cannot keep time, but
Blast beat like a motherfucker.
he can blast beat like a son of a bitch. I'm talking about like straight kick, snare, and crash at the same time, just like fast as fuck.
Yeah.
Like, almost gravity blast.
It's actually pretty hilarious because you're like, you're Bryce. You shouldn't be able to do that.
Yeah,
but you can.
But like, and watching his body convulse in his face, he's just like,
he basically is good at convulsing in time.
yeah,
That's it.
He can't clap, he can't snap.
Like if he had a seizure, I don't think you'd know.
Yeah, you just be like, oh man, that's really smooth.
Yeah. He seizes just professional, man. He's just seized out.
One of my favorite things is to do that, like, not even on a drum kit, just air drum, and just do that to random, like, pop songs, rap songs that come on, just fucking air blast beat.
Boom. Can't do it.
Fucking Ariana Grande comes on, and you're just.
I've never done it, but now I'm going to. But I would.
funny.
You wouldn't catch me fucking dead listening to Ariana Grande.
Oh, no,
so.
no.
Carrie likes to listen to like a lot of like lo-fi chill stuff. And the other day she was just like cleaning the.
I'm the asshole that hates it when it's popular, and then 10 years from now I'll be like, "Hey, did you hear that Ariana Grande song?" I'll be like, "No, you're an idiot."
Hold on, Justin, you were talking about lo-fi hip-hop beats just
Yeah,
YouTube?
that's what Carrie just like kind of listens to. Oh, you're talking about so we can carry on the conversation because I was interrupted.
Yes.
Yes, that happens all the time on this podcast. I do get interrupted a lot, mostly by Todd. But she was listening to some lo-fi trip hop thing, and I just came in the room and I started going like that, and she goes, You don't do that to this style of music. I was like, oh yes, I
What do
do.
you do? That's the question. What do you do to it? Do you just
He just
Fall asleep.
convulses around.
Yeah.
Dance a little bit.
I bang my head to songs that play in my head with no headphones, and I'm like banging it in my head in time. And I'll be doing it at work. I'll do it while I'm driving.
you gone to a doctor about this?
I was about to say, I'm pretty sure that's something else. Multiple personalities.
His name is Humphrey. and he
Humphrey.
No, Humphrey is Humphrey was my alter ego when I used to get drunk a lot. That I would roll my sleeves.
Glad I never met Humphrey.
Yeah.
Humphrey was actually kind of a dick. You would have probably beat up Humphrey.
Nah.
Sounds like
no. I would never.
Nah. Batman.
I would never. I would, but I would never.
I would, but I wouldn't.
Yeah, you know.
So hey,
So DJ, what is it like to be an ultra badass? I just gotta know.
Oh man, I wish I felt like one.
I
and
wish
could tell
people
you.
listening don't understand mine and Justin's like affinity for your drum style. So it's like
He's
if
literally
you've
a
never
hero.
got to see your band Strike the Choir, we call it the greatest band no one's ever heard.
Let's
Look
go
at
through
that.
Strike the Choir for a sec.
yes,
Yeah, we can.
Let's do that.
One of my first shows. No. That's not true. Okay, so towards the end, we got to go to this. You weren't even in the band yet,
No.
but you were there.
Yeah.
You were at. It was. I can't even remember where the fuck it was. Russellville or somewhere.
Was it the Rock Fest or
No, it was in a building, and it had like a little drum riser, like a 2x4, and then the rest of it was floor.
Before Rocks.
This is way before that.
This is when he was still in
okay.
Zero.
And you guys were there, and then it's tiny man Dustin. Who was the Anthony? Was the other guitar player?
No, David.
Or
David?
David,
Yeah.
the guy that went to the military, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
yeah.
then Colton and other Colton.
Colton Knight.
and
Colton Davis, the
Yeah.
guitar player, one of the best guitar players
yes.
in the
Oh
world.
my god, dude, his style is so legit.
Crazy.
And
And then
that's the key word is style. Is like
Yes.
and you guys
man
have it
has
too. Like
swagger.
we all of you guys have like legitimately just like your own style. And Dustin had it too. It's just one of those things where you see somebody and there's just like what?
No, I'm
No,
saying
like on
Col-
another level.
Cole,
Yeah,
yeah, Cole
Col-
Davis on
Colton's
another.
up here, yeah.
I don't know. You guys are really really good. I think you sell yourself short, but that's fine.
We are really good at shitting on our own personalities.
But the point is like just like when I walk in on DJ playing guitar, are you doing your fucking shit? I don't know you as well, but
I jack off a lot.
oh god. But when you walk in a room and Colton's playing guitar, it's like immediately like oh my god.
yeah, dude, never,
That's Colton's embodiment. It's his
Right.
soul.
never
incarnate.
heard any. I've heard that guy play a lot, and never once heard anything bad come out of the
Yeah,
guitar
yeah.
that he plays.
Like you walk in, your brain takes a shit, and you realize you'll never be that good. Yeah.
He could be like figuring something out when you're like doing like the what like that, and it's just like, oh no, that's tight. I like that.
I still to this day try to mimic. He did like I guess it's like one finger was on like 10 or something. Like he would be his own capo. Do
definitely.
on the 12. Still to this day, I've never played it right. It's just gonna be like, you're playing it wrong. And I'm like, I don't care. Do. It's so fucking awesome, dude. It's like Morse code, but with a guitar.
He's crazy good. I've always called him a not a writer, but what's the word I'm looking for?
Savant.
Conductor? Not conductor.
Oh, that's a good one.
What's composer? Yeah, that's
Conductor
that's
would
what
be
I always
typo.
felt he was, because just the way he wrote songs and how he.
What was that like, dude? You're
Well,
not like to shit on all my other bandmates, but you were in a band of
Gods.
unbelievable, just like, but not even just like playability, but like y'all's brain waves functioned on such a different level than, and it showed because the music was its own thing. There's still not a band like them. There's not a band before
definitely.
them. There's not a band after them, and it's just like, were y'all just like in the moment doing your own thing, laughing, cutting up, or was this like an effort? Like y'all were like,
it was
It was pretty structured, wasn't it?
pretty structured. Like Colton we'd be practicing the set, right? And then Colton for 2 seconds would do some crazy ass thing on guitar, and he'd be like, "That's coming out. It's dropping soon. It's dropping soon." And then eventually we would go part by part for every song, and then once we had the parts, we'd play it all together, and he would give me like a basic idea, like he said maybe do something like boo ka boo 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 ka. And I'd be like, all right, and then maybe I would change something, maybe I wouldn't. He's always very agreeable.
kind of like mine and Justin's dynamic.
Yeah,
bit, yeah.
a lot, yeah. And we'd ride off of emotion a lot. Like it'd be like, this part's supposed to be angry, and then it's supposed to get sad, and then happy, and then this and
Yeah,
that.
we definitely have that.
And then we practiced 3 days a week, every week. And then we would practice.
I was talking that with the
For a
Ashes
show.
dudes. I miss that. I fucking miss the
Yeah.
3 day a week
3
practice,
days a
man.
week,
When you
and
were in
then-
high school and shit didn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get
Come on.
Get tight as
And,
fuck.
and then we would, before a show, we would practice, break down all the gear, pack it up, go to the show, play the show.
Maybe.
It's crazy. Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're just talking about that.
I gotta jab you a little bit. Come on.
I wish,
man.
dude. I wanted to play that show more than anything. Just to be there.
I
with my
wanted
friends.
to watch y'all more than I wanted to do whatever the fuck
Yeah,
it was we were doing.
I was telling them that
I didn't give a shit we were breaking up. I was only there to watch you guys, and then when I was there and y'all weren't, I was like mad. I was
No,
like, man,
I was telling them
No.
that people were telling us that they were like upset that strike wasn't coming.
oh yeah, yeah. It was a noticeable like, what the fuck do you mean they're not going to be here? It's like, you know, I'm sorry. I'm fucking sorry. Trust me. If anybody's sorry in this room, it's me.
Yeah, dude.
I
I
feel like
wish.
there's a weird niche audience for this conversation. It's like there are a lot of people that are going to listen to this. Go,
Oh, they're
"Who
not
the
going to
fuck
have
is
a
Strike the Choir?"
fucking clue who
But
Strike the Choir was.
it's like you don't realize how monumental this band was, especially for us. We're
The
from
time
Southern
frame, too,
Arkansas.
man. Yeah.
Yeah, we're from
We're like-
870. Like, there's 6,000 people in our town, maybe
Yes.
growing up.
Where? Which one?
From Warren.
Yeah, 870 Bradley County,
Yeah.
Monticello, and Warren.
Dude, I don't know, because at the same time here there was barely that many, and we're adjacent to Little Rock, so you probably weren't even at 6,000.
No, I mean,
Man, probably not even that growing up.
Probably closer to 3.
It's just like an area where there's
There's still
like,
nothing there,
There's a handful of kids that listen to like hardcore and different
Yeah.
music that's not on the radio.
right?
yeah.
And we all knew each other. And
Yeah. Oh yeah.
did
all in
music together.
bands with
And,
each other.
yeah.
My first show was I was 12. Strike the Choir. It was not my first.
Talking to the mic.
God damn it!
It's different.
Fuck.
It goes farther out if you want to get comfortable. You
Oh,
pull
yeah, I
it
do wanna
more.
get comfortable.
Yeah.
Just put the hand on it. Put the hand on it.
Oh god, I gotta put the hand on it. My first show was. Oh, now it's weird. You guys,
It feels weird when you get the hand on it.
My first show was when I was like 12, and I made my first show that wasn't like a bluegrass show when I was like a kid, but I was 12 and it was Strike the Choir and Caden at the VFW in Monticello.
Booyah!
And Dustin was wearing a fucking fedora and
Whoa.
a white belt because
Whoa.
white belts were really popular back in the day. I don't know if you guys remember that.
So when I was making fun of emo whoever earlier, you were like, "Damn, that was me too."
We were all
White
that.
belts.
We were all
White belts,
that.
dude. Yeah, no, Strike the Choir.
Definitive. From across the room. I know who that guy is.
That's a white.
Sorry.
White belt Willie over there.
He's gonna be
Hey, are you in karate? And then they go off to the dance floor and they're like, "Oh, he is in karate." Whatcha?
Dude, no. They lit up a goddamn room though.
Oh, it was amazing. It was a spectacle.
It was fun.
Is it weird to have people compliment a band you run much?
No, because like just me by myself, I'm self-conscious and I don't have a lot of confidence. But in Strike the Choir, dude, that was a good ass fucking band, and I'm a good drummer, and I was good in that band, and we had a lot of fun, and I got
Hands
to play
down.
on the stage with all my brothers,
Yes, you
and
did.
fucking tear it up.
literally.
Like,
You would literally tear it up.
not the.
I almost cut a kid's head off with my cymbal at that festival we were talking about earlier.
What?
I threw it. At the festival we were talking about earlier. At the end of the set, we could go crazy or whatever. I just fucking picked up the stand, the crash, and I threw it.
Just chunked it.
Yeah, and it almost hit Branson. It almost hit him in the face and cut his face open. And I had to be like, I was worried, but at the same time, I was like, I'm playing fucking music right now.
Yeah.
And I finished it, and immediately after is Branson. I'm so sorry, man. I almost cut
Yeah.
off your face. I'm so
It's
sorry.
worse that it's someone that you know. Or
Yeah,
you have
right.
to you have to make face with them. You have to go out.
So sorry, man.
It's like, kill everything. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to kill you.
Did you didn't you light your drums on fire like many of the greats have done?
No,
No,
we
you didn't? No?
we almost did.
Just it
Like I was
a-
gonna do that for the last show, and then just like 3 or 4 of our other ideas, we would find a video of the Chariot doing it right before we did
Yeah,
it.
there you go.
Have you guys ever wanted to do that? Light your fucking drums on fire?
No, because I'll fucking die. Me and fire? Hell no. We don't mix.
Fire's scary, dude.
Although we did used to do the fatality finale.
We did do the fatality finale, but Dustin was so small. He's one of the only people I've ever seen that was able to stand on the entire drum kit and
Yeah, and it not.
it not
Yeah.
move around.
Yeah, dude.
like he could stand on the cymbal stand. It was the craziest shit to watch. It really was just what in the fuck am I seeing right now? If there was anything comparable, it was the Chariot, but y'all still had y'all's own thing.
Yeah.
Y'all weren't the Chariot because it
No.
was still different enough that the show was kind of. But that's the only reason you can compare the two is because they're both so crazy. You've never seen anything like it.
Yeah, we definitely loved the Chariot and listened to him all the time going to shows, but we never like took influence really
No.
in music. Like we would have ideas and then we would be YouTubing the Chariot, or we'd see some viral video
Right.
of the Chariot.
Wolf
Yeah.
throwing his bass
Like
across.
Dustin's like, at this next show, I'm gonna get a light. I'm just gonna throw it around by the power cord, and then we fucking see a video of Josh Scroggins doing that. It's like, well, can't do that now. Fuck.
Yeah, my story about that's way lamer. Wrote a riff, played it for a year. Korn album came out, same fucking riff.
Oh no!
Swear to God, dude, we had to stop playing the song.
Dude, we have old. We were going through our old stuff last night,
Oh, really?
and we had a song called Winter Lessons.
Wait. Striker 1955.
Not 1955.
Okay.
We had a song called Winter Lessons that is essentially the exact same to the Party Boy song on Jackass, if you remember that.
Seriously?
Yes, it's almost exactly the same.
Ain't that a bitch?
Just was screaming over it. Jesus.
Yeah, they're just screaming over it, which is real weird.
Now,
But
what did it turn into? This is your captain speaking? What was that?
So at first it was I was the red wine of 1955.
here we go.
Then it became 1955, and now it's Nisei. Because
So-
the first time I ever met these two guys was at Mann Fest in Star City.
named after me?
Whenever me,
it really
Todd,
called
and Bryce
Manfest?
went down and did that acoustic show.
I remember, yes.
Yeah,
And that was named after Hunter Manfest.
yeah. That was also when what was it? Was it the new season that played and Erkenbrag had the gun? He just had that little just a little pull the trigger machine gun. He
Yeah.
just
The
sat there.
Walmart toy.
Was I there?
No, you weren't there.
Yeah, you did. You know,
That sounds so familiar.
No. When we set up the show, we were going to play full band, and Earl couldn't make it, and
So I was probably like, fuck that.
no, literally, you were just like, I'm not fucking going to Star City.
well,
Oh, yeah,
That's what a
this
lot of
is-
people say.
This is how I met you. You were in the gazebo as I think my grandfather took me to that show or something like that. But as we pulled up, I'm walking up to the gazebo and I hear As Cities Burn.
Yeah, we did a Bloodsucker cover.
did Bloodsucker.
Todd and I decided to do that like literally right when we walked on stage. I was like, "Hey, do we want to do Acid Burn?" He's like, "Yeah, let's do it."
One of you guys or both of you were trying to after I think you were concerned about I was a red wine set. During it, I was doing those high pitched like blood curdling screams, and one of you guys was like, "You gotta be careful; it'll fuck up your voice, man." I think it was Todd or somebody.
It had to have been Todd because
It'll fuck
I
up
was
your voice, man. You gotta be careful.
I was about to say because at that time I was getting into like number 12 and Blood Brothers, so I'm all about
That's
that.
my jam.
Shit, I'm getting back into number 12 now.
I'm returning. To
Started
that
hitting
shit.
the gym,
Yeah.
so I gotta like have something.
some blood pumping music.
Yeah, something a little heavier. But I'm getting back into what is it? Worse than Alone?
Worse Than Alone.
Yeah.
yeah.
There's a lot of good riffs on
John Carell's the shit.
Well,
Well, it's Alexis isn't fun. Didn't Dustin take guitar lessons from Alexis for like one day when he was in New Jersey?
at least 2 weeks, probably.
Yeah,
like
he did it-
once a week for 2 times.
Yeah.
He said they got on, I think Skype it was, and he did it a couple times, and he's just like, I'm not paying, this much for every
Right.
lesson.
But I thought he
Right.
actually got to go to dude's house. Did he not? No.
No, I don't think he ever. He went to the
smoke in
dude's-
here?
He went to the guy's house to
meet him.
Yeah,
Just
the first time,
just to meet
But
him.
then they Skyped.
Oh no,
I missed out. What?
when Dustin was living in when Dustin quit My Hands to War and moved to New Jersey with his dad.
Right, yes.
He took 2 guitar lessons with Alexis from Number 12 Looks Like You.
Whoa.
Did you not know that?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
No, that's a lot of Dustin's more articulate technical style was. I mean, what I remember him telling me was a cross between
sorry.
Alexis and Colton.
Yeah, dude. It's crazy how like down that way we all inspired each other so much, and like even nowadays, because Colton Davis is still one of my big inspirations.
Dude,
Definitely.
Dustin definitively
too, yeah.
made My Hands to War
What is
who it is. Like all the credit is to him. We were one thing, and then he got in the band, and we were another thing, and we've never strayed from that. I feel like this is the first departure we've ever had from that original style that he kind of created.
But also like
It's just a bigger version of it.
Yeah,
we're trying to rev up our sound. Like
Yeah.
it's bigger. Like you guys just heard us practice.
Yeah.
It's a bigger version of what we used to do, just not
definitely.
as choppy.
right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, and DJ and Dustin heard a
And the
lot of-
timings is still there.
Yeah. Well, I
Timing
mean,
signatures.
DJ and Dustin heard a lot of like the the infant parts of Ursula Kingdom when they were written. When I didn't even have an idea for an album, they were just ideas.
They were just ideas. Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean,
dude, it's sounding really good. I can't wait to get it down and recorded.
Oh,
Well, we got what? Drums and a guitar part for one song already?
well, we have one song done minus bass and vocals.
Wait, what about the other guitar part?
I already did it.
Oh, is Sean not doing it?
No, that's not one of the ones that we're learning.
Oh, okay. Okay.
This song's just straight. It's just bare bones. There's that clean part that
That's
Dustin
right.
wrote.
That's what you told me.
And then DJ came up with the idea of doing Dustin's old lyrics.
Oh,
over that part.
okay. I'm on the same page. Sorry, I was thinking of something else. I'm lost. Sorry.
You're good.
Again, to the people at home, DJ records you guys. His
Yeah,
bands,
we're gonna
Lame
get to
Johnny
that.
and mine.
Yeah, we're gonna get to
that.
that
Yeah.
because Lame Johnny's definitely. I feel like we're getting close to
Yeah,
releasing.
dude. All I gotta do. I got the computer back now. Everything's there.
A little scared.
I just gotta.
Let's explain that. So we hyped it up and
we recorded it.
the whole album's done.
Yeah.
Basically,
little-
it needs to
little
be mixed and mastered.
Tiny bit of mixing
and
and send it off.
And we're gonna send it off to Jordan from
Artifacts Parade.
Artifacts Pareo. He's gonna master it for us. But essentially, what happened is we're like, okay, let's do this tour. We'll hype up our stuff across however many states. That fucking failed, and then. So now we're back, and it's like we get back, and DJ's computer, luckily, it took a
Survived.
shit, but he was able to fix. You tell the story, DJ.
It wasn't my computer's fault. Because he's a really nice guy. He wouldn't do that to me. The Comcast router we had, I don't know if like something happened with the power or something, but it surged.
Oh my God.
And it went through the Ethernet cord to my computer and fried the motherboard and the power supply. But it didn't mess anything else up.
Surge
So I got it fixed after $500.
What was it? Was it the RAM?
No, the motherboard and the power supply got fried from the
Holy
from the modem. Like
the fuck?
the surge went like the modem
It went
surged
through the internet cable.
the Ethernet cable. Yeah, that's why those power supplies that have like Ethernet cables on
Right
them and
there.
shit. Yeah, I never thought in a million years. Oh, a power surge is going to go through an Ethernet cable. Never thought that. And it just-
Wires and electricity, baby.
Yeah.
guys
It
are
goes wherever
speaking
it
in
aims.
aliens.
It's like
screwed
water;
me
it'll
up.
find a way, man.
Screwed me up, but everything's fixed now.
Speaking of
It's
alien
gonna take
language to me, just
a short time to get everything mixed.
modems, Ethernet.
It was scary. Even our Nisei's new record, like when I first booted
Scared for like a week or two. I was like, oh fuck, it's gone, dog.
like when I booted up the computer at first, like when I was loading the songs up, the only thing that was there was guitar and vocals. Like all the drums,
three
bass,
years of
synths,
work.
everything
What?
else was gone. So I had to spend like 2 or
Dude.
3 hours like getting everything right. And
I'm
then-
not gonna lie. When I heard your computer went down, my mouth tasted like pennies.
Yeah, dude, it
My,
sucked. I
my
felt
heart just
so bad.
fucking took a shit. It was like, because we worked so fucking hard on that
Yeah,
thing.
dude.
We did all these creative
And it-
drum miking
And
techniques
it
and all
sounds
this
so
stuff.
good. Like I'd like when
Dude.
when I took it to the repair guy, I was like, "There's a lot of really important stuff on here. I need the stuff on here. Please help me, save me."
Dude, literally, I show that Texas Viking track to people.
Demo, yeah.
Just the demo, and they're like, "Oh fuck yeah!" Like I need
sounds so
this.
good.
Yeah.
The band we went on tour with, plus the dudes from Go for Gold and Kurt, they constantly are
Problems.
They're
They want
constantly
problems.
hounding me and Corey, like, bro, like send us problems.
I think Problems has to be the first one we do a video for.
yes.
Do you,
I think it has to be.
Do you guys want to hear something cool? I think you might enjoy this. One day, Jonathan, he's one of the guys in Nouns. He texted me. He goes, "Have you heard of Lame Johnny? They post this video, man. They're sick as fuck. You should check them out." And I was like, "All right."
No, me.
Yeah,
and him were on
we friends. We
no,
friends.
We were on the phone talking about this, and he was just like, he's like, I finally got to pull out that, bro. I know those guys.
Yeah, I know those guys.
Hey, Lame Johnny making waves.
I like it.
Dude, it's such a good sounding record. I can't wait to
People
get it
attach
mixed.
themselves to that Problems song, man. It's probably the most poignant thing I've ever written, next to Delusional, the new one
what's
that
it
no one's
about?
ever heard.
What's
Problems about having
It's
problems.
about having problems,
Oh,
man.
okay.
It's like the psychological circle, basically.
It's the way that we walk, the way that we talk.
No, that's Texas
Texas
Viking.
Viking.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
It's in the way
No,
that
that's
we
about
just
that's an autobiographical song.
and that's all on Justin. He was like, "You should write a song about how you think," and I was like, "That's pretentious as fuck."
How does Problem start? Because like I know all the songs. That's
Dude,
okay, yeah. Dude, all the songs are good.
Well,
I really can't wait to get them out.
The Texas Viking thing was all Justin's idea because it was like a twofer. Me and Justin like to bounce around ideas and shit. But basically, I texted him one day and I was like, you know what would be cool, man? Is if you wrote a Lame Johnny guitar part, but you wrote it as if Jordan from Every Time I Die was going to write it. And he was like, are you fucking kidding me? I was like, no, do it. And he was like, okay. So
I'll do it.
No. So he comes to practice. He comes to practice with this riff, and it's fucking awesome. It's so much cooler than what it is now. But me not being as good of a guitar player as Justin, I fuck it up completely. I'm like, I can't play this. It's all backwards and weird. And he was like, well, blah, 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 this and that. And I was like, hold on. So we drop tuned it, right? So we tuned the guitar down, and I'm like, and we kind of like, I literally fucking guessed my way through this riff, and that's how it ended up being the riff that it is. But then I was like, dude, I don't know what to write this about. And he was like, dude, just write it about the way you think and stuff. And I was like I said, I was like, that's a bit pretentious. I don't know if I want to do that. And he was like, no, dude, it'll be cool. Just write what you think, and then we'll see how it is. And I was like, okay. And fucking that song rips, dude.
It's been the intro since we finished it.
Yeah,
all
like
those
the
songs.
opening lyrics, like it's in the way that we talk, which I'm writing it from my like all of like the band's perspective. So like I include like Justin and Cody in the lyrics. Like it's in the way that we talk, it's in the way that we walk, it's in the way that we just don't give a fuck. And then it busts into that opening riff.
Yeah.
The essence of Lame Johnny is just rock and fucking roll.
So
That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's just fucking rock and roll, and it's
so,
like
So for the nerds out there, now that it's in a drop tuning, it's in the same. The phrasing, like the actual chord shapes, are basically the same.
Yeah.
You're doing a sort of like a minor, like da na na na.
hold on, let the professional explain.
So, but the original riff was written in D standard.
Yeah.
So it was supposed to be GF.
Do it,
B.
mime it.
Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. It was supposed to be a major, and it still does the da-na-na-na-na-na-na. It was supposed to be basically it goes from a minor seventh to what used to be a major. So I play it this one specific way. Corey drops it and plays it an entirely different way.
I
And
need
it
you
still
to
works.
understand, Justin. I don't know music theory. I
know.
don't know what a seventh is.
Okay,
I
Is
count to
that the
seven.
seventh fret? Is that what you're talking about?
No. I get the
No, it's
basics
5-3.
of it.
It's 5 and 3. That's where I'm
I've
comfortable.
always wanted to learn. It's just like I'm such a lazy fuck about guitar. Like,
well, I took an introduction to music theory my first semester of my second year of college. And I mean, I really did learn a lot, and it's kind of stuck with me. But I remember my instructor giving a really kind of just important, he said one sentence, and that really changed the way I thought about stuff. So yeah, I know notes and like articulation and modes and all that stuff. But Dr. Shires literally said, hell, cheeseburger could be the name of a note. He's like, it's just a name.
yeah.
He's like, just because the pitch you hear, and he would play it on the keyboard, he's like, this is a C. He's like, you could call it something else. He's like, whatever helps you learn it. He's like, I'm all for it.
Attach your own thing.
Exactly.
Yeah, my music teacher tried that too. Does not compute.
My thing is all in tablature. So if I'm listening to a record, let's say I know it's in drop D. I can hear certain bar chords. I'll be like, that's on the fifth
And you
fret.
can envision the tab.
Yes, I'm like, that's a fifth fret. It's going up to the 10th fret because I've played it. You know, I just know what they sound like. But once you pull out all the other shit, like my father is really into like all of the chords and shit, music theory and everything.
Yeah, he's good. His dad's really, really good at guitar. They call him David Guitar Man.
Yeah, he's legitimate, and I'm biased in saying this. He's legitimately the best guitarist and I know. But
I call Justin Fuckhead Boy. So I mean, same thing, really.
Well, both of the names match both the people, so it works. It works.
But to go off what you were saying, so you said you like envision tablature when you're listening to songs.
yeah, or even in my head at night, I just like to think of the numbers.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
of numbers. I don't think of
Like 5, 3,
Yes,
2.
5,
yeah,
3,
right,
yeah.
right,
Okay,
right,
you're
right.
you're saying that every song I've ever written that I played guitar for,
Yeah.
when we practice it, play it live, I'm literally picturing the tab in my head.
Oh,
I figured you were because you everybody at home, Justin does this thing called Tux guitar, and that works off of tablature. And in fact, he's kind of
master at
obsessed
it.
with Tux
He
guitar.
might
A
be the
master
best
at it.
Tux guitarer ever.
You should
is.
put on a show for people that don't know what the fuck Tux guitar is. At some
If I had like
convention
a good working computer,
Seminars.
I would
Yeah,
like
you
I would
should-
like Twitch stream.
You should do that.
Dual
Oh, that would be a
Should, man.
fucking brilliant idea.
It's fucking crazy watching you do it because
Dude, I watched him when he lived here. I fucking sat in his room one day because I was bored, and that's all he did. He would come in. There's like a little desk back there, and he would just. And
it's like a hacker.
Well, here's the deal. I'm like, yeah, I'm
watching
like,
a hacker.
what are you making? You're like, I don't know yet. And you're going, and you're going, and you're going, and then you hit play, and it's just like a fucking song. What?
No, it's just like Justin wakes up, doesn't have to take
Yeah, this
Adderall,
motherfucker
but
thinks
has it in his brain already.
Yes.
Adderall is just there.
Yeah, this motherfucker thinks in zeros and ones. Like,
But he's like Data from
dude, yeah,
Star Trek.
Yeah,
Okay.
100%. When it comes to that shit, that's like his accelerated brain thought is just like, oh yeah, I can do that, and then he can just, dude, it's crazy because he's just like, and you're like, what are you doing? And then he hits play, and you're like, that's the song we just played outside. Yeah,
It's one of the things I'm most jealous of. It's because you can just like listen to a song and know exactly what to play.
Yeah.
It's like fuck. When I play guitar, I'm just like, this sounds good. This sounds good. Let me put all this together. All right, that sounds good.
Right.
And
Well,
this
I mean,
guy's-
he can give a good example. Me and him have, but we only have done that one song. It's just called One. It's for Slingshot.
yeah.
We like he just sat there and played the riff over and over and over again. I just tabbed the shit out. And
That's-
we didn't have drums for it at the time. We were both like, "What should we do here?" And he was like, "Oh, you should do like a like a roll." So I would do like dynamics, like piano into mezzo piano all the way down doing the roll.
See, whatever that
Yeah,
fuck,
yeah,
whatever
whatever
the
that
fuck
means.
you just, mezzo.
yeah.
Never in my life have I heard that phrase uttered ever.
The little
I think I heard it once in Sopranos. I don't know.
it's
So
a mezzo
anyway-
piano, bang bang.
We were talking about Lame Johnny and Problems. Like that song, for some reason, like the I think it's the lyrics that sell it. Like,
Just
and we have this
resonates.
thing called the anti-solo because
Wait, what?
your boy can't solo.
The,
okay?
part, the bridge part in the middle where Corey's just making a bunch of noise.
Yeah,
just
and
the
me and
noise
Cody
part.
are just riding the beat.
Which ironically turned into an actual solo because now it's the same thing.
Yeah, it's the same thing, which is kind of impressive that you can like
Play the
still remember
noise
all the
over and
noise, yeah.
over. Yeah.
It literally started out. He was like when we came with that bridge part. He's like we need to like slow
Well,
it
okay,
down.
so hold on. The original song was inspired by our friend Sean Michelle.
Yes.
Let's get that part out.
which is a very just amazing vocal.
Well, he's a gospel blues musician, and I was like, dude, I want to write a song as like if our buddy Sean had wrote this song, and I was like channeling
Sean.
whatever I'm trying to feel out like what would he do right here, and I'm like, when we get to the bridge, I'm like, he would clearly have a solo,
Yeah.
but I can't fucking do that. So Justin's like, it was Justin's idea. He was like, just do what you're good at, and he's like, just make noise because that is one thing I will say. I'm the fucking king of noise, bro. I
are
can
a
make
noise
noise like a motherfucker. And he was like, just make noise. And so it just kind of just morphed into that weird. Justin calls it the anti-solo.
and it's beautiful. That's a good word. That's a good name for it.
Justin, were you originally envisioning like a bluesy sort of solo or something? Because I Lame Johnny's lyrics, from what I've heard off of dude's computer over here, DJ's computer, everybody.
We need
the
visuals
lyrics
for this one.
are kind of bluesy. The lyrics have this bluesy work. What's the
Blue
collar?
Blue collar.
Oh no,
Yes.
for sure.
Yeah.
Well, I am very blue collar. I feel like a lot of Lame Johnny's lyrics speak from just, I take a point, I boil it all the way down,
Yeah.
and you don't know what side I'm coming from. Like, I'm just like, this is the most boiled down of the point that you can get. Like in Problems, when it's like, it's almost vague. You almost don't even get it, but it's just there. It's to the point. There's no like, I feel this way, I feel that way. It's just like, this is what it is. Like our newest song, I'm super proud of. I think it might be the best shit I've ever written. Delusional is ridiculous.
The we get to use that subbing up pedal a lot.
Yeah.
Like the intro is just it's great.
I love,
rips.
I
I wish
love
everybody could look into your eyes
But
the way
the
I am
hope-
right
See
now.
nothing. My eyes are a vacuous abyss.
Okay, so basically the song is not to be overly political, but I'm not too political, but it is like it's a you have one view and somebody else has another view.
Yeah.
But it's all a take on the center point of the view. That's all it is. So there's just these lines that just like I think the opening lyrics.
Oh, say, can you see the madness?
Yeah. I think that's the best thing.
That's a great line.
Dude.
That's good.
That's as good as the chorus in
You're getting really good at coming up with really good, like, witty one-liners.
That's as good as the chorus in that Pretty song we had.
Dirty Hands.
Dirty Hands. Because that shit was the catchiest shit ever.
Well, every time we used to play, I played the chorus for Carrie the other day.
Hey, why did you want those, by the way, those lyrics?
To Delusional?
Yeah.
Because I'd never seen the full.
Oh, okay.
I'd never seen the full sheet of lyrics.
Well, usually he comes over here. He's like, I was telling so and so about this song. Mm-hmm. I was like, I didn't even know you knew those lyrics.
No, I did play the chorus to Dirty Hands for Carrie the other day, and she was like, "Why don't you guys play that one?"
Well,
I was like, it doesn't fit.
It
with
fits
us
in our
now.
acoustic set.
Yes,
I've actually been working on a list of songs for that. I want to do a show. Well, because I love, dude. Okay, so mentally, I love being first, especially in Lame Johnny, because we get to set a tone in a bar.
Elaborate on that, because I don't immediately. What do you mean first? Like
I want to at a show. Like at a show, I want to play first band.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
I want to be like the first band. I want to set the bar.
Yeah.
If we have a fucked up night, hey, it's real low. Right. But I love to just go in, like Justin knows. Like I just like to just 110% fucking just. We're the only band here right now. You know, like kill it, give it your all, and walk away feeling proud about what you did.
Yeah.
And
go outside and sweat.
Yeah, go outside, sweat, die a little. You know. Feel your spine just kind of cringe.
Feel kind of bad because maybe you're missing the next band because you're so fucking tired. But
we have yet to do that actually. Our equipment list is so small, being a 3-piece, that it's just like boop 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 boop, get it in, done.
That's the problem with us and our we have when we start playing shows again, it's just gonna be so hard because we have so many samples.
Yeah,
and we're not gonna have a bass player. That's gonna be samples too. And hopefully Justin plays drums for us if he has time. If he doesn't,
I guess
drummer's gonna be working off a click track. So we're gonna have a bass amp, gonna have to have a PA, our guitar amps, our drums, and it's and we're gonna be a lot of moving parts. So we're gonna be a 3-piece, and it's gonna be so hard to set all that up.
I'm like the laziest roadie person. I'm not good at packing up gear or anything. Like
are you a singer? Makes sense.
Yeah.
You like how he paused and he looked over at me. I can try to save him. No, bro.
Well, hey man, that Digitech pedal I have is a fucking lifesaver. It's all foot controlled. Anyone can use it. Anyone can control it. You can put up to 200 samples on that motherfucker.
It's crazy.
Oh, it's the best. And it loops shit.
I like loopers. It's always fun to jam on loopers.
That's the most versatile fucking pedal I've ever seen in my life. I love that thing. And fucking Digitech makes it. It's $150 on eBay, bro. They don't even make that fucking thing anymore.
What's it called?
The Jam Man, but it's the pro. But it's the pro version.
I'm pretty sure you or your dad had one at one time.
The little bitty blue one. I have the big one.
Because the name sounds familiar. Makes me laugh.
I feel like I saw one at your house because I've been around it.
It makes me laugh.
I mean, I swear it was there, but
I don't know what the hell my dad's had in the past. He's had so many. He's just like, Hunter, I bought this damn old thing. I was like, well, what's it do?
Is that really how your dad sounds?
He's pretty country.
Kind of Cajun, more like.
Yeah.
I like Cajun.
Hey, DJ. How you doing, man? It's been a long time.
Hey, boy.
Hey, what are you doing, boy?
He's a good old
Shout
fella.
out to David Mann.
He's a good old fella.
He's a good guy.
Is he from Louisiana?
He's not. That's why all my friends are like, what part of Louisiana is he from? And I'm like, none. I don't know. He just picked it up.
He was born right here and he'll die right here.
His dad was in a band back in the 70s?
Yeah.
70s called White Lightning.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Fucking
cocaine, brother.
No, my dad's never done that. I think he won't admit that he smoked pot before. And Dad, if you listen to this, you have smoked pot before. I know you have.
Calling you out.
There's been times
What's his name?
David
Guitar.
Guitar Man.
David Guitar Man? You know you did.
Dude, there's times when we were packing up for shows and it's like, hey man, y'all smoke any dope? If y'all get some, bring me back some of that dope, man.
We don't call it dope anymore, you old bitch.
No, when my mom goes like, "You're not smoking dope still, are you?" I'm like, "Do you mean like meth or heroin or what?" I was like, "Weed." I'm like, "Oh, no, ma."
Yeah, they don't call it that anymore.
As you light up a fat joint right in front of her.
Right in front of her.
No, I don't fucking smoke this shit.
I don't know why it makes that sound.
either.
Fuck. What am I talking about?
Water bongs. Let's talk about what? No, I'm just kidding.
Let's talk about fucking. You take a dab and you instantly.
I've
you've died and gone
I've
somewhere
never
else?
done that. No.
Dabs are crazy, man. It's just like such a high concentrate, and you do it, and you're like, man, that's really smooth and tastes good. And then a couple seconds later, your lungs are on fire, and you're scoffing your lungs out.
Yeah. See, I don't want that.
Instantly
Yeah.
became the Joe Rogan.
See, that's why.
experience.
Well, that's why I like. That's why I like edibles, man, because it's just like give it an hour.
Oh, did you?
Oh, now I'm blitzed out of my fucking skull.
Did you take your edible?
Did I do it yet? No, but I did get my copy and see. I'm waiting. I have a plan. So here's my idea. Okay,
an
so
edible.
that episode will come out well after this one because this is going to be a few weeks from now. But like, what's the today's date? To those who are listening, it's March 18th currently. So I don't even know what the release date for this is, but I do know that I just released a podcast with Aaron Lunsford and yee. So that's cool. But
That's really cool.
what my goal is I have a buddy who's super into weed and mushrooms. He's done all that stuff. He's done like the float tank and everything. So
Andy.
it's Andy.
Call him out my name.
Well, what's cool is we're gonna do edibles and we're gonna watch 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Oh, God.
And while we're high on edibles, we're gonna come in here and do a podcast about 2001: A Space Odyssey.
That is an amazing idea.
Yeah. I'm happy. I'm so stoked.
It's gonna be
Get
interesting.
20
Yeah.
minutes in, you're like, dude, can we change it to Ed, Ed, and Eddie? Fuck.
I've seen that show a bunch, but never like consecutive amounts of episodes in
Yeah,
order.
same.
The writing on that show and the jokes were really, really good.
Oh, yeah.
The animation with the fact that everything's constantly moving and shifting.
Yeah.
That always fucks.
Can we
with
get
me.
back to the albums though?
Yes. Yes. Sorry.
Because we started by the DJ's computer dying, and then all of us scared. My heart took a shit.
And then we talked
He-
about Ed,
he-
Ed, and Eddie.
Yeah. Well,
Sorry.
Yeah.
I wanted. So
Attention deficit.
I really love what DJ's doing because DJ is like most engineers. He's learning as he's going. We together like put our gear together and was like, however we need to make this happen, let's make it happen. And to like further it along, I gave DJ a bunch of my stuff. I was like, dude, I don't want to do it. From when we did the My Hands to War record, I thought I wanted to be an engineer, and then I realized
Fuck no.
fuck no. But DJ still wanted to, and I was like, okay, hey, if you want to do this, I will just give you all the shit I bought, and you make our record. Okay, let's do that, and we'll do it together. One of my favorite things, though, man, is like I want to touch on that, and then I want to go to the My Hands to War record that we're currently starting. We had this idea, and it wasn't necessarily our idea, but we want to get it mastered because I know I say this, but I feel like Lame Johnny's like the last big push of my adult age. So it's like, let's make it sound bigger than life. And we sent it to what is a friend of ours, Jordan.
The fellow that works at Rev Room? Or
No. This guy's in another band, and
Early Grace Studios in Louisville, Kentucky.
he
just plugging it.
he without hearing it, he gave us a price. And I know this is kind of like tooting our own horn, but I feel like it's one of the cooler things I've ever been like, man, I've never felt more proud of a thing. But we send it, like we tell him, and he's like, well, it'll be this much. And we're like, shit, like I want to pay you that much, but damn.
Yeah.
And then we sent him that track. DJ bounced down a track of ours. We sent it to him. He goes, okay, we're going to make this fucking work. Here's the new price. I have to master this record. And I was like, oh,
Fuck yeah, dude.
shit,
That's cool.
dude.
I didn't know all that stuff. That
Yeah,
makes me,
like I feel like ultra special right now.
He's been super patient.
Super patient. They did their new record and shit just kind of, and then DJ's computer died and we went on tour and it was just like this whole clusterfuck of shit.
Yeah.
He recorded this band called Nargoyle.
Are you kidding me? How the fuck long have Okay.
We've been saying Nargoyle for a lot of years. I think they're called Nargoyle. Anyway, they're like really heavy, but he also has been doing country bands, and it sounds good.
Well, we're just doing the mastering through him,
Yeah.
but the back end is all like the punch up. He's just punching it all up. Basically, is what he's doing.
Yeah.
So we're going to be in talks with him. So to people who may not know, just a little bit of information, if you're working with a person, but you're going to have it mastered by someone, your engineer and your mastering engineer really need to be in contact with each other. Like, here's what I've got for the mix. What do I need to change for you to master this?
Yeah.
Oh, well, this is because he has a whole world of shit that's complete. Like, mastering, if it's done correctly, is like a whole different world from just, you know, putting a spreader on the end of it and boosting it with an EQ, you know, like his room set up. He's like, well, actually in this room, it's this, that, and the other. Like, he'll give you notes, but it's super important that the two talk before the whole thing is finished. Like, true. You can't hammer that home enough, because if you just send a mastering engineer a record that has some flaws in it, he's just going to be like, well, when I punched it up, that's what came out.
Yeah.
You know, that sucks to be you, but you didn't give me a chance to tell you, hey, you know, back some shit down or maybe change this. Because in his fucking room, which is engineered to be, you know, basically all he's hearing is the sound. And he's got levels and meters that we don't have.
Yeah.
Telling him shit like, oh, this is weird for some reason. This little part here is weird. Like,
it's in the wrong.
Back.
The frequency's weird,
right?
And all these numbers.
These fucking frequencies. Yeah.
I'm a fucking nerd. Here's a bunch of shit you don't understand.
Corey just pushed up his invisible glasses on his face.
The thing is, you got to be careful with that too, because a lot of people aren't as nice as him. Some people will just take your money and
that's it.
Be like, all right, did the best good. Here you go.
Yep.
Oh god, they put like anybody that uses a DAW, you know, you can just put like a master, like a preset master on it. They might just do that. Take your fucking.
You know,
money.
there's a lot of people doing that, but there's that new website called Lander. Have you seen this?
What is this?
What's that about?
It sends it to mastering engineers, and they feed it back to you through the same website. So it's like, it's kind of neat.
You get like a quote, basically.
No. I mean, it's like a fee. Like, you pay a rate, and it comes back to you mastered. But it's cool. You know, don't get me wrong. It's cool for punching up.
Yeah.
But I don't think a lot of people who are doing these home records understand that if you're mixing, you need to mix down. Don't mix up.
Yeah.
Like, if something's too loud, don't bring the guitar up just to fucking bring everything else down.
Yeah.
To match it. Don't punch up, punch down.
Yeah.
If you're going to master it. If you're not going to master it, don't fucking worry and just punch up and then let the master fader rock. You know, just don't clip.
I paid for a few years ago. I paid for some classes. Kurt Ballou does some stuff on creativelive.org. It's like you can pay like $100 and get basically like 20 hours worth of videos of him just talking about mixing and stuff. But he says, he says, record everything low because you want to punch the fuck up out of that shit.
Yeah, definitely.
Dude, low's where it counts.
As far as recording goes, what made you guys, Lame Johnny and Mayans, keep like in the DIY area, like going to DJ and stuff?
Yeah, as opposed to going to like a studio.
At first, it wasn't actually a money thing. Okay, so long ago, I actually made pretty good money. Mm-hmm. I was able to afford all that stuff, all that gear. Like, it wasn't a money thing. I could have just paid someone and did it, but I actually thought I wanted to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, in my mind, I was like, Justin, we can do this ourselves, man. Mm-hmm. I'll just watch YouTube videos and teach myself, which I'm not the world's worst.
No, I mean, you can do that. You can do that, but
it's not the worst album.
A pain in the ass.
But it is. But that's what I learned. I'm too busy to make fucking albums. But the good news is DJ wants to make albums. So when the second record, well, when the Lame Johnny record came around after Isolation Blooms, we kind of worked out this deal where it was like, dude, I'll just give you all this shit that I have, and then we'll work together, and whatever you need, I'll go buy. We bought all those blankets and stuff, and we just made it work. And it's like, okay, he can grow, and eventually
we can contribute to that.
But we can contribute to that. But on top of that, eventually DJ is going to be a guy that, like, people are going to be like, oh, you went to fucking, you know, you went to DJ? Oh, fuck yeah. So it's like, I'm all about lifting everyone around me up.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want someone to fall by the way.
Yeah.
Let's all come up together.
I'm all about,
so if we're all on the same level right now, let's all come up together, and then he's only going to get better. We're only going to get better, and then the albums are just going to get better and better. So it's like, it's a fucking win-win. And, you know, there's like, you know, little shit like, I wish we could do more and stuff like that. But when we're all in agreement, like we're all helping each other, then, awesome.
Yeah, I'm ready for all these albums to drop. New Lame Johnny, the new Minds to War, our new record. It's gonna be. It's a lot of good stuff coming from our camp.
Wesley from Foo was like, "Man, what studio are we gonna go to?" And I was like, "Fuck that! We're going to DJ." And I got about it.
And I got nothing against local studio, dude. Mark Colber, fucking what's his from Blue Chair?
Jesse from Color Design, or is that his name? I don't
Well,
know.
he does stuff there, but I'm talking the main guy. I can't. Oh, fuck!
remember
His,
his name.
his name's escaping
That's
me
actually
right
where
now.
Strike the Choir
Darren.
recorded "It's Worth It."
Darren from Blue Chair. I got nothing against those, dude. I've recorded there. I've recorded 3 albums at Blue Chair.
I'm actually interested in recording there something just to see what a studio.
Well, dude, he's got a
setting is
fucking
like.
he's got a Neve console.
Yeah.
Like he still does stuff like the traditional way, but into digital. So like, I love the shit he's putting out, but in our realm, I don't have to drive to Austin, Arkansas. I get to go to DJ's fucking house and we get to collaborate together.
Yeah.
It's fun.
And so if any of
Create
my
something
bands, like if any of my bands do something special, which I'm not saying we're not doing something special now, I'm saying like we get the opportunity to do more. Everyone behind me that helped lift us up, that they're all coming too.
Yeah.
Like that's my goal.
Yeah, definitely.
Like I would give Darren credit too, but it's not like he's coming with us. You know what I'm saying?
He's already up there.
Right. He's already got his own thing.
Well, with my experience when we did the first Millipede record, like we did live drums, we did it in the Keatley house,
yeah,
and
in that room.
dude, that day was magical because like I'm one of those guys that like I write all these songs and like I just know how to play them besides rehearsing them. So a lot of those songs that I tracked with DJ on drums, I mean, there's a sheet of paper I have somewhere. I think one song took 2 takes, and the rest of them were all just one take.
Yeah, just one take, Timmy.
And I'd never played them before, but just because like playing music with DJ for so long. I was gonna say playing music with DJ for so long, and then like recording stuff with Jafar and the hacking with DJ, like going into recording Millipede, I would literally like was so comfortable. He was just like, "All right, man."
Yeah.
He was like, he's like, let's just let it ride and see how it goes. And so like, I mean, I would do like a take to get levels, but we wouldn't keep it. And then he did the magic drum trick where he put a microphone inside of a tom, inside of another tom.
What?
And
Wow.
So if you're listening, if you go and listen to Music Album by Millipede and 10A on Bandcamp for free, all
Shout out.
the drums, we've got the whole kit mic'd up. We've got some overheads, but there's the magic mic or whatever is literally in 2 toms, like across the room, like way across the room, and that's our room mic.
Yeah, it just made it more like a little more boomy and
Yeah, had a little bit of warmth to it.
Resonant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was listening to it the other day, and you and I have talked about how like we did kind of rush it to finish it, just because some of those songs on that album are like 10 years old.
Yeah, just
and I
ready
was
to
like,
get it out.
I just want to get these songs out.
Yeah.
But like I'm listening to the drums are fucking great.
Yeah, the drums sound really good on that record.
Yeah.
Well, that's one thing I wanted to say about DJ is that he'll let you do what you want to do also, but like he also has a good producerial like brain.
Yes.
When it's wrong, he'll tell you that it's wrong.
yeah.
And I like that I know that's because we're friends and we know we can tell each other stuff, but I like that he comes across and he's like, but he'll also tell you when it's good. Like, dude, doing the lame job. Okay, this is my first foray into being a front man.
Yeah.
I've always been just a background vocalist. Every band I've ever been in, it was just I'm in the back.
And you're new to screaming as well, right? Like,
Oh yeah. And Justin convinced me of that. And then we're doing these takes, and we're in DJ's house, and we're in like a closet, and I'm done, and I'm like, I'll peek out the door and be like, "Did that suck?" And they're like, "Dude, no." Like, what the fuck?
Not at
Yeah,
all.
that's great.
Dude,
Well, the one that made me feel the best was we did give it to me, Justin, the heavy one in G.
Mouth breathers.
We did Mouth
I was
Breathers
just about to say
last.
that. Yeah.
And I did it in the room because the closet was like full of something. I don't know.
Yeah.
And it was DJ, Justin, and DJ's fiance, Sarah was there too, eating Taco Bell. I'll never forget, because when I got done, my favorite part is when I got done, I look back and all 3 of them were staring at me, and Justin goes, "Dude, what the fuck?"
Yeah.
And Sarah was like, "Yeah." And I was like, I made somebody else go, yeah, and I was like, oh, that's awesome.
It's magic.
Well, it's like hearing him scream in the practice space and like on stage, all this stuff. That's different. But like when it's
like in the moment when it's
yeah,
isolated.
when it's isolated and like he wasn't even in the closet. He was screaming against the door to the closet.
Yeah.
With like headphones and that's it. Like, there weren't any blankets up or anything. It was just screaming against the door. It's like we had to get this done, and he just starts fucking like, especially the end. When you're doing all that heavy shit at the end.
Oh, yeah, the low stuff.
DJ looked back at me at one point and he just goes, he starts shaking his fist. It's like that.
It's a very angry song.
Yeah,
I get really
definitely.
passionate.
Working with DJ and even working with Dustin in the past, it's like they really know how to capture.
They really do.
Because they're better than you at what you're doing. And they'll tell you, dude, anytime I recorded vocals for Jafar with DJ, like I recorded most of that full length by myself when DJ was at work.
Yeah.
But the times that I did record with DJ, he's like, dude, come on. He's like, I've literally heard you scream better, like taking a shit.
Right.
He's like, and it was never like incisive to the points like, oh, you're trying to piss me off. It's just like Todd would do that to try to piss me off, and then he'd make me get better. Dustin and DJ were just like, no, dude. He's like, you can just do it better.
Well,
like,
yeah,
I know what you're capable of. Just bring that out.
being honest and straightforward is
That's
the
key.
most important
Yeah.
part
Yes.
of being a band.
Yeah.
with
Even if it
anybody.
pisses you off, that's a great lesson, Hunter. Even if it makes you angry, just take it, man.
Yeah.
It's honest, Chris. Because the deal is somebody who's taking literally hours out of their life to produce your fucking record, whether you're paying them or not.
Yeah.
Like ours was like a roundabout way of paying for stuff, but like they don't want to waste their fucking time either. So they don't want to put out a shitty thing.
Yeah.
If they really care and they're really trying, like just fucking at
just
least
take it.
meet them halfway, like come to a compromise. Even if you're just like, no, I'm totally against it. Try, man. What the fuck?
Like,
Just try it.
We're all just trying to make a good song at the
Yeah.
end of the day. So
Yeah.
like, if you can't take criticism,
At the end of the day, you just write a good
the
song, and
road,
Dustin walks
Jack.
in and goes,
Well,
"That sucked."
And and the deal with DJ is we came in with these songs already made. So he's trying to like, okay, there's no changing the format. Like, even though there's probably songs where he was like, actually, if this was here, this would be a better song.
But he has to capture the vision.
But he's trying to, okay, you guys have a thing. Let me try to make that as good as I can.
Yeah.
Let me try to capture that energy, that rawness, which
It's sort of like
I think it transfers well because I showed my friend of probably 30 years. I didn't tell him it was your thing because I just got it. And I was like showing people. I was like, because I'm so fucking self-conscious, man, of my abilities.
Same.
And I put it in his ear and it made it through like 3/4 of the song. And he pulls the headphones out and he's like, wait, is this Slam Johnny? And I was like, yeah. And he goes, dude, this is fucking awesome.
Dude, it's
What the fuck?
Who was it?
It was Brandon.
Oh, Brandon.
Yeah, and he put him right back in, finished the song. He's like, dude, he goes, I'm not just saying this, and we played in bands together. This is the best thing you've ever done. And I was like, oh, you're so sweet.
Dude, it's so raw and just good. It's such a good record. I'm sorry to get all these out.
I'm pretty good at that too. I'm not even working with you. I'm ready for it too.
I was shooting fake guns.
Well,
in
I
the
have at
air.
least 6 people that want to hear Problems.
Spencer from Go for Gold for sure. Shout out to Spencer.
Oh, James.
I haven't seen him yet. I want to.
Oh yeah,
Is it Segrist? What is his last name?
yeah. The guy who used to play drums for Weak Willed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't remember his last name.
Oh, dude.
I think it's Segrist.
If
But
you're listening, sorry.
Bobby sent me some like the tech desk stuff that he was working on
Yeah.
with Chris, and he was like, dude, when can I get Problems?
I know, dude. So I feel like what we should probably do is, as soon as Problems is done, we get a music video shot and we just put that shit the fuck out.
Yeah, definitely.
But I want to shoot it in like low def, black and white. And I want everyone to have, because the chorus line is, I've got so many problems, I've got them written on the back of my hand.
Just a bunch of different stuff.
Yeah, I just want us to have like a list, like I don't know. I'm fucking rambling.
I'm fucking drunk.
Oh,
I'm buzzing. I'm buzzing.
why I'm buzzed up. Are you making a phone call right now?
No.
You're definitely drunk.
Hello?
It's me, Hunter.
Oh, what's up, man? How you been doing? I'm doing all right.
No, I hung up.
Well, that's a first.
I saw DJ's name in Hunter's phone is Dirty D. That's amazing.
So, yeah.
I have really good eyesight.
So on a sad day where I'm like, dude, I'm really dealing with some horrible shit, I had to call Dirty D. They call
Yeah,
Dirty
get
D
this shit
about it.
straightened out.
Dirty D, give me some therapy.
Dirty D, here's all my problems. See? Now you just pop on that Lame Johnny song, feel better about yourself. Because guess what? We all got problems, man.
Bam, got him.
Blast beat.
Got him. Million plays right there.
Bro, could you imagine?
A million streams.
I would die. I would just be like, all right, it's too much.
Right? This is what I wanted my whole life, but
And then Spotify would be like, here's $1.50.
right.
It's a dollar 50. Yeah, no.
Yeah, let's not get into that. I'll start screaming.
It's
Yeah, this dude has a ridiculous amount of plays on his other band, Nouns.
Who?
100 Man.
What?
yeah, it's
How many's are ridiculous?
it's not that much.
I mean, it's pretty high.
Like monthly listeners is like 11,000. But that's like that seriously is only $180 a month.
yeah, which
It's
is
fine.
ridiculous.
It's fine. No, it's fine because I never did anything. I didn't spend any money to make those fucking songs.
Yeah,
So,
true.
Which, by the way, on spending money, I was actually going to ask this question to you,
Mhm.
DJ. Have you ever thought about getting out of the DIY like bedroom recording thing? Like, have you ever wanted to just go to a goddamn studio? Since we're bandmates and whatnot, do you ever just want to stop?
The way we write songs, I don't know if we like could, just because we like always freestyle everything. You know, like I'll have like a drum beat and one
Like if DJ owned his own studio.
If he owned it,
like yeah, we could do that. But go into a studio, we usually just start with like
it's very.
a riff or two and a drum beat,
And
and,
it's-
we come together and just build it from there.
We
and
go
it's
outside and
all-
smoke a cigarette, and
Dude,
it's like, what do you want to do?
Like my idea is to rent a building. Like I want to move
Yeah.
this podcast forward. And the way to do that in my mind, at least conceptually, is to have a space. Cause like, okay, so people who are listening, I just did with, Aaron, from As Cities Burn. But the problem with that is it was in someone's house and it was fine. We had a good time and I have a portable rig, so it works. But how much more focused and like an effort would it be if they came in, I like, here, I got you a lift. Come, it's 2 blocks away. I'm in downtown Little Rock in an office building, and you walk into a room that's decorated much like this one, just like it feels good. And if we had only one more room, like a control room, dude, I mean, you're literally infinite possibilities from that.
Yeah,
So like, not only can I grow my podcast, but now I can have other people have their own podcast because I'll donate. I'm not attached to this space. I'm not attached to this table. I'm not attached to these microphones. I'm not attached to anything.
Yeah.
Just how my brain works. If I can put it in a space and everyone else can contribute to doing that, like Todd, he wants his own podcast.
He wants to do like a
sports-
soccer podcast,
Yeah, he wants to do
yeah.
a sports podcast. Another friend of mine wants to start his own. This podcast has spurred a couple. And
Well, there is a building off of Roosevelt where Head Cold and Terminal Nation, all them practice, has rooms for rent. And for anyone out there that needs a place to fucking,
are you talking about the place that's like down? It's like a long building.
long red building.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's where after Joe Hurd used to and Seth Ashley used to have a little thing down there.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
That's where I went there the other day. Dave Richmond was going recording some Black Horse.
yeah.
Shout out to Dave. Hi. But that places like that, like I don't know how expensive it is, but I know that
Yeah, but when you have
helps.
say if
Multiple
I have
people could put
3
together,
podcasters, a recording engineer, and a couple other people who just want to use this place to
throwing in
practice
for rent.
and we're all throwing in, and we make a schedule. Like, okay, I do my shit on Sundays and Mondays usually. You guys can have all these other days, and we'll split it.
yeah.
Dude, it takes the rent from say it's $500 to $100.
Yeah.
I would gladly pay $100 a month to have this.
Yeah.
I pay $100 a month just to watch TV. I'll cancel that ignorant shit just to have a space of my own to like, if you're not willing to pay money for the thing you're doing, then you're not, you're not doing it right,
Yeah,
or you
it's-
don't actually care.
It's hard to push it forward.
Yeah, it's hard to
without
push it
capital.
forward, especially in today's world, man. You have to spend money to essentially make money, and that really does apply.
And you're
you
lucky
did-
if you make money.
Yeah,
Well-
he did air quotations for make money because you don't. Really make
But giving it your all is worth far more than just kind of like meh, just being meh about it. Then fucking don't do it at all.
Yeah. I mean, one thing is like long time ago, I dropped the idea that I was going to make money with music. Like, of course, that's the dream in the back of the head. Like, I can make a couple extra $100 a month.
But you still could.
Won't have to work as hard. But
Because here's the deal: luck plays a huge gamble in it too. Say Lame Johnny pops,
It's who you know.
you produce the fucking record.
yeah,
Guess what, man? Now everybody wants a piece of that.
true.
It's and it's granted it's a massive amount of luck, but dude, who's to say? That's what.
Yeah.
And I don't run on that. I don't run on the idea like, what if Crashcast fucking takes off, man? It's like, no, I want to do this because I want to do this.
Yeah.
It's fun as fuck to me. I love having like my friends in the room. I love being able to, interview people that I don't know, but it's fucking, it's awesome to me. And I love to talk about literally everything. So
You got to have that attitude because, like,
yeah.
you get sad when you
Well,
start
here's the
making
deal:
money.
is if it's
If that's what you're
if it's
trying
for
to do.
the money, you're in it for the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
Any fucking way, it doesn't matter.
Well, and it'll come across though. People will see like, if you watch a fucking Michael Bay movie, he's in for the fucking money. It comes off as disingenuous. You understand it's not from some sort of auteur, some sort of person who gives a fucking shit.
Right.
And that's what I like about fucking our whole DIY scene. Everybody gives a fucking shit about what they're doing. They want to sit in a goddamn bedroom. They want to fucking experiment and record something. Like they want to push Arkansas to the next level. You guys like that? I know DJs like that. I'm not gonna talk about myself, but
But like do something different, but at the same time, like lift it up.
Well, lift everybody up. It's weirder in this day and age to be like, I don't know, like DJ and I aren't from here, so it's like we never had those connections, I guess. Like
we were just in a little ass town coming together making music, really different than everybody else, and everybody else just thinks we're weird.
But
And
wanted to lift up the hacking, but doesn't.
But to me, hearing that, like, what changes? Okay, the scope or the amount of people you know.
yeah,
So like we're all still in it for the same reasons, dude. I ain't fucking in this for them. If I was in this for the money, bitch, I would go. I at the beginning of last year, I turned down an $80,000 a year job because I would never be here.
yeah,
So it's not for the fucking money, dude. It's not for the fucking money. Anybody that ever thinks that, like, you got me all fucked up.
yeah.
You pegged me wrong. Like, I'm in this because I want to do this. And if I can make everything else come up from it, great.
If I can make some money out of it,
But
boy,
dude,
of course.
But dude, this podcast is already so far past what any expectation I had. I'm just going with the flow, man. I really just
I'm super proud of you, honestly.
I really like it. It's fun.
Like, I'm not an avid podcast listener, but I'm very proud of what you're doing.
I listen to this podcast.
He'll always text me. He's like, "Hey man, I got a question to ask about the podcast."
Yeah, I didn't know I was going to be on this thing. I just kept saying DJ should be on the thing.
Yeah,
It's like
you
DJs
messaged me. You were like, DJ should be on this. I was like, yeah, I know.
didn't know
Yeah,
I'd be here
so
too.
I messaged Corey. I was like, "Yeah, man, it's gonna be awesome to have a DJ on the podcast with us." And he's like, "Oh yeah, Hunter's gonna be there too." I was like, "Wait, what?"
And DJ, was it Friday? You were just like, all right, Monday, we got it.
Yeah, DJ kind of just strong armed you into it.
No, I mean, I definitely was like, hey, if you can get me that. I'm not gonna lie.
I think I got some connections, bro. And now here we are at my Chevron table.
So
It's a
in a
beautiful
couple
table.
weeks when this episode drops, Hunter, I don't need you to text me or call me. It's like, "Hey, I got some questions about the episode I was on."
No, well, I text you. I go, hey, great new episode.
Yeah,
Good stuff.
He'll just be like, "Hey, man, that like I think the first time you ever messaged me about the podcast was the episode with Stan."
Yeah, dude, Lazarski's got some shit to say, man. Lazarski is what a role model. Like,
Stan's the man.
fucking,
Stan
and,
rules.
but also after that, I listened to Tommy's. Tommy has been a friend of mine since I was 14. Still a goddamn what a hero. Let's talk about. If we got to talk about amazing guitarist,
Tommy's good as fuck.
fucking
Dude, I got to
Robinson.
jam with him, and I think
How
I'm going to
was
jam with.
that? How was that?
Oh, dude, it was fucking phenomenal. Like, he's the only guy I've ever jammed with besides Justin that I was like,
It just clicked.
fuck, man, we clicked.
Yeah.
We wrote this, like, Deftones, like, it was this atmospheric thing with, like, this really solid hooky chorus kind of vibe. And dude, we literally played it, I don't even know how many, like, you know how you just kind of keep going?
Yeah, you just keep
Like-
going. Yeah.
I had to stop because my fucking arms got tired. I was like, I don't want to stop, dude, but my arms are about to fall the fuck off.
Tommy, I think what do you say? He plays guitar like hours a day.
Every day, hours a day.
Which is like something I wish we did. I don't
His
know.
yeah, dude, his commitment
I
to
don't know if I can
guitar is insane. I admire it
but it
so
shows.
much.
And I'm
Yeah.
sure, like DJ, do you ever like view his like Instagram videos and stuff? Like,
Yeah, all the time. Every time I drop
I
something,
know
I'll
you
watch
guys have
it.
talked about looking at his Instagram shit.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
oh my
dude, it's
god.
nuts.
Oh, dude, his is great. I love his Instagram.
Especially now that he got that looper pedal.
Yes.
And he's been looping
And he
over
go
like
over
the
it,
hip hop
yeah.
stuff.
God, dude, it's cool.
Did y'all see he learned like pinch harmonics like Unreal? Did you, or did he just send that to me?
We might have just said that
What?
to you.
Dude, no, he sent me a video of like every fucking string, every fucking note. He was like, I was like, what the fuck, dude? He was like, I just learned this like 2 hours ago. I was like,
He's been
that's
li-
fucking awesome.
He's been listening to that one Devil Wears Prada song.
Way boo boo, way boo boo.
The
zombie EP.
That's my favorite part of that. Those real quick triplet
I
fills.
fucking love that. That's the best thing ever written, dude. I don't care if you don't like Devil Wears Prada or
The
not.
Zombie EP is one of the hardest albums in the world.
That shit goes hard, man.
I'm actually going to listen to it.
DJ and I
Oh my god, they're everywhere. Boom bam boom bam boom boom bam boom bam boom bam boom boom bam boom bam boom bam boom 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 way boo boo way boo boo. Dude, how could you not like that?
Well,
I like some of the breakdowns, but that whole scene to me, maybe I was like a little too old when it
You
first
talking
started
like
getting
the
big.
metalcore scene?
Yeah,
the,
maybe
the,
I was a
the
little.
Rise core.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I was in a weird phase, but I just couldn't. It just seemed like glam metal to me,
Yeah.
like from the 80s,
it
but
was like a different
updated.
version of glam metal. Yeah, it's like a new version.
Did you ever give the Zombie EP a chance? Did you ever listen to it?
Yeah, Zombies is pretty good. I like some of their other stuff, some of their breakdowns and stuff.
I owned Plagues and whatever the fuck was before that.
Dear Love.
Yeah,
Beautiful Discord.
I own both those records.
Dogs
but-
Can Grow Beards All Over.
Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah.
love.
To be fair, like a person I was dating at the time got me into them. And got me into that whole metalcore thing. Before that, I was just into like the screamo shit, like fucking
Mike Hem and
no.
like,
Well, yeah, Mike M for sure.
like Under Oath, like Chasing Safety
well,
Under
yes,
Oath.
Yes, but I meant more like Seisha or Hot Cross or something like that, like Envy.
Actual screamo.
Oh, so shit I've never heard of.
Well, no, dude, I'll show you. I think you would like Envy or Hot Cross, like.
Envy, I know, because I have a split with Thursday.
Thursday, yes. Oh, that is
Yeah.
actually one of my.
I have that record.
Those two songs that Thursday put out on that split, they went on and put on that next record they did. Those were at the time before they did that record. I had never heard Thursday sound that good in my life, and I was blown away because I loved Thursday, but up until that point, I really think that Envy pushed Thursday to do better, just because it's a Japanese band that is in the actual screamo scene. Thursday grew up loving these bands.
Was War All the Time was before that though, right?
Yes, War All the Time was before
I
that.
love War All the Time.
War All the Time is
man.
great, but after that, they really just.
I love that time. Love that shit, dude.
Did anyone have the
Dude, look at this.
Oh fuck yeah!
I got a fucking Thursday
He
tattoo.
has a tattoo. Everybody. Did anybody here at the table watch the Thursday documentary when they put out whatever their
Churches or whatever.
There's a live DVD after War All the Time. The
City
first
by the Light Divided.
maybe the first
That
song was something
that
like,
was before the that was the downfall, man. Ooh, I love that band, but my God, boy, they took a big old dive.
I only got semi into them, like signals of car
Over
crash.
the air?
Signals over the air. Yeah, that snare on that song is crazy. That's just such a good song.
What's their drummer's name?
Mike.
Tucker Rule.
Tucker. That's it.
Our influences are different. You know?
Very different. Oh, I'm going to bring it up on the podcast, and we're just going to leave it here at this little moot point. This new wave of like beatdown hardcore, like Knocked Loose and all that stuff,
like the fucking kick you in your teeth hardcore.
yeah,
yeah.
Hunter has expressed extreme vehemence for it.
You don't like it?
No, he hates it.
Dude, I honestly
really-
thought Knocked Loose was the first band I've been like, oh, because they fucking came
Well,
from nothing to something.
It's
like
not
that.
Them, not them particularly. There's some other bands, like for instance, Code Orange Kids was a band I was really into on their
Some
first
great band.
record, and after that they kind of just kind of fell into this whole like beatdown thing, and I really like guitar.
Did you go see him at the river?
Oh, I would never go to one of those shows. No, I'd get my face kicked in. Oh, that sounds horrible. No, I just I don't like the genre very much. But wow, Justin just fucking called me out. Like, there's gonna be so many
No,
beatdown.
no,
fans.
it's totally fine not to like it. It's just
He's gonna get beat down.
when we were
Get beat down.
when we were having the conversation. I was just like, we just started talking about bands.
It is.
I was like,
It is actually my least favorite genre of all time.
yeah,
Really?
it's like
Yes.
beat down hardcore. Yeah.
I find that hard to believe, man.
Yeah, I like breakdowns and halftime, but
But if the
I
whole
need a
song's a breakdown.
yeah, I need a little bit more.
I mean, I dig.
He doesn't like that style the same way everybody hated Amir in the past.
It
You either
is
liked
ver-
them because they were all
I think
breakdowns,
it's
or
just
you
a
hated them.
progression of Amir.
Bro,
I've seen kids
I've-
who listen to Amir
well,
who just never.
I
grew out of it.
fucking worked with Amir. Fuck those motherfuckers, dude.
Oh, were they dicks?
Are you kidding me? Yeah, dude. And like, I only have those adamant feelings about a few bands. Rehab, that bullshit band from fucking the radio for one fucking song. Their guitar player could suck my asshole all the way. Suck it off my body. Fuck that motherfucker.
How would you poop?
Hey, Hunter,
I'll poop in his fucking mouth.
Ask-
That's what I'll do.
ask Corey how it was working with As I Lay Dying and Lamb of God.
Oh, did he try to put a hit out on you?
Dude, fuck that motherfucker.
Right.
I know people have like their own opinion. That's fine. I worked with that guy. Dude, fuck him.
Tim.
No, he seems
He's
like
a
a
piece
bitch.
of shit. He's
Seems
a
like it.
fucking piece of shit. I'll say it 100 times. Fuck
You
Tim
really-
Lembe's.
you really
Fuck
need to
that motherfucker.
Elaborate
Dude.
on Tim. Why is he such a dick?
Oh,
A dick.
oh. Well, you want to know? Well, let's on top of being a picky piece of shit,
Yeah.
who runs his own fucking monitor mix and then gets mad at someone else for it. He fucking threw a fucking monitor like 160-pound wedge in front of 1,400 people at my fucking friend who's running fucking sound for them. Dude, fuck that piece of shit. He's so fucking lucky he didn't walk out of there with a broken fucking head. Our whole entire security staff, dude, you had to stop all of us. And it was the sound guy who stopped us. We were going to run on stage and fucking... I can't even get into it, dude.
Christian metal, man.
Motherfuck that piece of shit. Yeah, and then he tries to
Rockin'
kill his
for
wife.
Christ,
And now everyone's like, forgiveness. Yeah, I'm all for
Yeah,
forgiveness.
dude, why are we forgiving that guy?
But here's the deal: is if he had been able to, if he wasn't such a stupid motherfucker and hired a cop, his wife would be fucking dead and his children. Fuck him.
Thank you.
How much more of a point do I have to make? He's a stupid fuck who hired a cop to kill his fucking family, and because he got caught and spent 3 fucking months in jail. Fuck that motherfucker. Fuck that band. Fuck everybody in that band, because they all put out that fucking piece after that shit and was like, yeah, we don't agree. This is ridiculous. Blah, blah, blah. And then he tried to blame it on gym culture. Suck my fucking ass, you cocksucking motherfucker.
He blamed it on
Fuck you.
Gym culture.
Yeah, he blamed it on gym culture. Fuck that
that?
motherfucker. People forget too easy, dude. Fuck that piece of shit. I worked, dude. Oh my God. And the second fucking time he came through, right before he put the hit out on his wife, he was still a fucking dick.
I'd imagine.
Fuck him.
Sounds like
I'm
him.
yelling. Fuck that
Did
motherfucker.
he still look like he belonged in Creed? Because
Dude, I hate him. I fucking hate him. Nothing gets. The first night I worked with that fucking cocksucker, I literally took all my Azalea. I had them all. I had all the Azalea. I threw them in the fucking garbage. I didn't give them to no one.
oh,
nothing.
you were like a fan previously.
Dude, I
of the
was an
band.
avid fan.
Oh,
I
God.
loved that band.
Yeah.
I fucking loved him. I've never listened to him since. Fuck him. I hate him. And there's my rant on Tim Lambesis, everybody.
He's never seen that like.
I've never
full
seen
on-
that rage. No.
No,
Yeah,
that's
real.
That's not even the most. I can,
yeah.
dude. I can get heavy because I have stories from that fucking guy that no one's even ever heard. Working with that guy was the worst.
He stole your shoes and
Dude, no, literally,
Lit your
like
band on fire.
him, that rehab band. Who's that fucking guy that everyone liked that sing real high pitch that would turn out to be a piece of shit?
Anthony Green.
Came to the village, dude. Fuck that guy.
Are you sure
Anthony Green or the guy from Dance Gavin Dance?
Maybe it was him. Who was the band?
Johnny Craig.
Who was the band I spent like? You would know more than I would because my memory is fucking dog shit. Who was the band I spent like 30 minutes talking to their guitar player about Beloved? They came through on that huge fucking tour. He had the dreadlocks. Chiodos. Who was the singer?
Oh, Craig Owens.
Craig Owens.
Fuck him.
Yeah, he seems like he's a dick.
Yeah, no, he is a dick. Not as big a dick as the other two guys, but like he was just.
You said you liked talking to Jason.
No, I love that guy, but he wasn't a dick. I'm being too. You all got me fired up.
He's just diva.
He was a
Ready to
diva,
go.
and that's fine. And that's fine. Being a diva, you know what? I actually get that somewhat.
Yeah.
It just, I don't know. I just wanted to see his reaction to
Thanks,
something
Justin.
about-
Thanks.
as a late
Glad I
guy.
saw that.
Because he's worked with a lot of bands over the years, and one of the good stories. That
Sorry,
he,
everybody.
one of the good stories that he told me, he was like, I worked with Seven Dust one time. He's like, their road crew was the worst, were some of the worst people in the world. But he said the band, the actual
awesome.
band Seven Dust, is one of the nicest people he's ever met.
Dude, same thing with Insane Clown Posse. Dude, I'm not lying.
Those two dudes are awesome.
Hey, listen. Not only are they awesome, their entire crew stand up. Dude, I would work as hard as fucking humanly possible for those guys. They were amazing.
You know they take like I think I've told you this before. They take their album sales. They take all their money, and they literally give it to their nieces and nephews, like their college funds.
Yep.
Like they put it towards like charity and their fucking kids and shit. Like they're really nice guys, and everybody just shits on juggalos. But god damn it,
Dude,
family,
hey.
brother.
Hey, listen. It is goofy. Don't get me wrong. Like, being in that room is insane.
Yeah,
One of the best times you'll ever have.
I want to go to the gathering.
No.
I really do, and that's not.
Yes, you do.
It's not.
It's
ironic.
all I want
wanna
out of
go.
life. If I fucking, dude, if somebody's like, oh, you have fucking testicular cancer, I'm like, okay, well, the fucking gathering, I have to go down.
So it's funny that you bring that up because it was me and him and two other dudes. I'm not kidding. We had plans. We were going to take.
Gabriel Kelly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were going to
And
take.
Pickle and, oh, shit.
I can't remember that other guy.
Yeah, I can't remember.
But we were going to take, when Todd still had the Mountaineer, we were going to take Todd's fam. We were going to go stop at every gas station we stopped at, all the Fago, buy it. we were gonna watch face paint tutorials on
they're
YouTube.
not sponsored. They buy all that Fago with their own money. Fago refuses to sponsor them.
Yeah.
Good lord.
Yeah, no, we were seriously like 2 weeks away from buying tickets, and like 2 weeks before the rest of the dudes backed out.
Yeah, they all backed out. I was like, I'm not going with just one other
y'all.
person because we gonna take acid and die.
Gonna become the clown.
To become the clown, you must be the clown.
Magnets, how do they work?
Dude, I was all about making fun of some juggalos in like 9th grade. In 10th grade,
Nah, dude. No.
in 10th grade, I met this juggalo in Warren. She went
Yeah.
to Warren High School. She was so nice to me, and everybody else bullied me.
A juggalette.
I was like,
Juggalette.
Juggalette.
That's
Yes,
a
sorry, juggalette.
Yeah, you got to get your
Um,
terminology right.
She's very
fuck.
kind. She's very kind to me. And I was like, she's like, what kind of music do you like? And I showed her some like DJ had just gotten me into hip hop, so I was like, this is what I like. And she showed me what she liked, and I was like, oh, Twisted, whatever it's is it called?
Twisted.
Yeah, she liked
Twisted.
that, and
Yeah.
I was like, oh, cool.
I've
like,
seen them live too.
and it completely distorted my view.
not bad.
Before that, I was like, juggalos are dumb, and
Yeah, everyone
but then
did.
I met like nice juggalos, and I was like, oh, no, they're not. They're just people.
I watched the juggalette straight get smoked at the fucking ICP show.
What does smoked mean?
No, so they have this those two guys. I'm not sure what their names are. But
Shaggy and
Shaggy Two Dope and
Violent J.
Mike, yeah. So they have a way. They put these gloves on, and they have a way of holding these 2-liter bottles and rocket launching them. It's the craziest shit you've ever seen. I swear to God. And they're like, and they pow, and dude, one of them went up over the anyone that ever went to the village, it was just 60 fucking feet to the top of the truss. It goes over the truss, and you see this girl. She's the only one. And the whole dude, it was like one of those weird things out of a movie where it just goes whoa, 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 whoa. You see this bottle go up, and you watch the whole crowd just watch it. You're like, holy fuck! And it goes down, and this girl's on her boyfriend's shoulders, and she's like, yeah, she ain't paying attention to shit, and just fucking 2-liter of Fago, son. Just smoked that bitch right off her fucking shoulders, dude. She hit the ground. I swear, you've never heard 1,400 people go in your fucking life like
Oh my
that
God.
moment, dude. It was one of the craziest shit I've ever seen, man. She was okay. She lived,
That's awesome.
poor girl.
That's so awesome.
but she straight did a cartwheel off his shoulders.
God.
Swear. Hey, can we get to the My Hands to War record? I'm drunk.
Yeah.
This is not good.
Do you want that last beer?
You can have it.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Woo! I'm gonna open it though. Ready?
DJ, you driving home?
Correct.
Yeah, dude, I only had a beer ski.
So yeah, the My Hands to War record, we've got one song done so far.
Looking at that joint.
Is that a joint?
Yeah, there's a joint.
It's the rapping. For one. There's no
Nobody
stuff
here
in it.
does that.
All right. My Hands to War. I want to get to that.
So we are recording it with DJ. We've got one song done.
Well, I have stipulations to the record, too.
Corey has stipulations to the record.
Stipulations.
Prima donna me.
No, I'm
Well,
just-
no.
You
We
know,
wanted
speaking
to
of
sound-
stories, the worst people I've ever worked with is Corey. He's such a diva. He put a hit out on To Kill Me.
You're not wrong.
especially about the hit.
Well, okay, so we're only this is tentatively because now there's talks of us playing the whole record for the release show.
Yeah.
But ideally, we had a meeting. It was like, this is like, how many songs, Justin?
12.
It's 12 songs.
Oh, dude, that's
We don't have time to like learn all these fucking songs and like keep doing what we're doing, like our day to day playing shows, that kind of thing. So it's like, let's pick half. Let's pick half the record. We'll learn that, and we'll call it good.
You guys practice once a week.
Yeah. And we only practice once a week, so it takes for fucking ever.
Yeah.
You heard us going through the newest one. Like we stopped 3 times. What's the timing on this? Okay, let's get that.
You stopped considerably less than I would have. I stopped probably 12 times during one.
But the
time.
idea is that me and Justin write basically the same part. The only place I feel like me and Justin really differ on is the fills. So when he started recording, I was like, "Oh, dude, you already started." Like I had no idea. I was out of the loop a little bit. That's on me. I'm sure he told me, but I forgot. And he sends me the thing, and he's like, he does a song, and I'm like, "Fuck, dude." So I called him and I was like, "Hey, if you could just like let us get these other two like in the pocket, because what I really want is, because almost always when we learn a song, I change the fill point. Like it could change even timing. Like you did this 4, I want to do this 2. So let's get all these songs done and then put the drum beats to them, because we're not doing real drum beats. We're doing which, dude, they sound really good. I heard it on his cell phone and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, they sound pretty good. That's,
Yeah,
I'm
they
not
sound
even like,
pretty good.
I've barely worked on them. So got a little bit more to do.
I liked what I heard, which you have to kind of compensate mentally for it's coming off of a cell phone video.
Yeah.
But, give or take. I really liked what I heard so far. But anyway, go into that. So like go over like the idea, the
So for Ursula Kingdom, we're writing this basically this conceptual thematic piece about our former member, close friend to all of us here in the room, Dustin Montgomery, and
He did.
he is very, he's super dead. Fuck. But I mean, and Corey and I kind of talked about like the idea for like the tones of the record, and then we brought it to DJ. And so like we want the drums to be like kind of a vintage sound, but also like big. Like we obviously want it to sound good, number one, but we also want these ideas to get translated across like sonically.
That's a good ass game.
Yeah, sonically. So the one song that we've done so far, I mean, it's not very much gain on the guitar. Like it's obviously distorted, but there's not a whole lot of gain like you would get in like a metal record.
Yeah.
And I mean, already it's already got like a good. I mean, I'll still listen to that video I took, and it's just you only get like a little bit of the part of the heavy stuff before you get to that riff that Dustin wrote. The one song that we have recorded is the only the one I showed you. Given weight, it's that one. And we've got like it's like a really just like your normal clean tone, but there's like a shit ton of reverb on it.
Yeah.
And then there's a second guitar part that I just kind of like freestyled over that's got like a harmonizer and some
What it had like a sub octave and a harmonizer and a bunch of different
it had
stuff.
a bunch of
You're
shit on
talking
it.
to like the kings of a shit ton of reverb.
All right. That's all we do.
No,
That's all we do.
I actually appreciate how like y'all's style kind of blends in with each other. Like it's almost like I can tell when it's Hunter and I can tell when it's DJ, but like when especially when you are playing together, it's just like it just meshes well so good. That's why the Nisei stuff to me is so good.
I wouldn't have much of a style if I didn't know DJ. That's something that should be taken to note. Is like I'm literally a student and dude's teacher, the other teacher was Dustin, and the other teacher would be like Colton or somebody. You know?
Yeah.
So like, but I didn't have like a style before I fucking started hanging out with him 11 years
Well,
ago.
you were like what, like 13 years old, and you wrote like a artsy grindcore record.
Yeah.
Like that was
grindcore.
I on Audacity. I recorded.
Yeah,
Is that like grindcore with a delay?
It's well, it was supposed to be it was supposed to mimic like the sort of screamo bands I listened to at the time, but it was I didn't know how to play any of my instruments very well, so and I didn't know how to record very well, so just sounds like fucking shit. And I'm 11 or 12 giving a CDR of it to Dustin and them, and I know they're going home and just making fun of it. You're
No,
laughing
dude.
because I know it's true.
No, dude.
Sounds true to me.
But they were my heroes at the time. So Dustin and Colton, I saw them at like a show once. I gave them a CDR of the band was called the Cops Killed Kenny. There's no band, by the way. It's just me. I'm 11, 12.
Wait, what
whatever.
was it?
The Cops Killed Kenny.
The Cops Killed Kenny. One
Wait,
word-
the cops killed Kenny was you?
yes. What?
Yeah, I've heard that before.
Yeah, we used to be friends on MySpace.
Oh, sick.
Holy shit, I've known you.
Small world in Arkansas.
Also, I had no idea that Dustin and Gary were Whitey's in the Hood until after
Yeah.
a year and a half
Yeah.
of living with Dustin.
Did you say Whitey's in the hood?
Whitey's in the Hood.
Yeah.
I was going to bring that up on this podcast for no apparent reason. I just wanted to. Whitey's in the Hood. That is a thing.
No, Whitey's in the Hood was the shit.
The best rap out of Monticello, Arkansas.
MySpace lost. Fuck you, MySpace. You
Yeah,
fuck.
just now, yeah.
Fuck Tim
50 million.
Lambesis.
Fuck MySpace.
Fuck MySpace. But yeah.
What a fucking monumental problem.
Yeah.
All right. So many good songs. on this.
what else do you want to get into about the album? I mean,
Well, I think it's
Well, I went to take a leak, so did you go over everything?
I went over how we
Every
talked about
track.
like wanting like a vintage sound and then having low gain and all that
Oh,
stuff
cool.
to contrast.
Yeah, that's basically everything.
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool and funny at the same time. We're both about to release records about Dustin.
yeah.
Like,
I actually, I think one of the, what have we got? 2 more Lame Johnny songs to write for the CP after the full album. I think one of them's going to be that.
About Dustin.
Yeah.
Do it.
Maybe not about him directly, but about like that whole vibe.
Yeah.
All of the new Nouns lyrics that for that record that'll never come out are about Dustin, so it's fine. It's cool, Dustin. Dope.
Yeah, just inspire all this amazing fucking art.
Yeah.
what's weird about our record is like half of it is when he was alive, and the other half we wrote after
Right.
he died.
Half of it's about just doing drugs.
Yeah, half of it's like it could definitely relate to Dustin
Yeah.
because we were all having the same type of problems.
Right.
And then it's just a weird. It's weird. It's half of it's before, half of it's after. So it's this weird.
The songs
like,
gain new meanings now.
yeah, definitely.
That's
That's
I-
Isolation
the
Blooms.
the EP
Yeah.
Isolation Blooms. All the lyrics and songs became about Dustin
Yeah.
after he died.
Yeah.
Like, and they
It's almost like we wrote it psychosomatically. Like we wrote what we knew, you know?
Yeah.
It was almost like a forthcoming. Like we were just like channeling what was wrong because we were all in rooms together writing these songs, but it almost, dude, after the fact, when you go back and you look at some of the lyrics, you're just like, what the fuck? This is to a T, all the bullshit or whatever you want to call it. I just, I'm not trying to be mean about it. I'm just speaking from my own head, but it's just like, whoa, this is literally exactly, this is exactly the thing. Like, what the fuck?
It's weird. It's
It's
crazy.
very
We
weird.
don't have many interpersonal issues. There's only 2 members in our band.
Yeah, we've had
Lucky.
We had one fight once, I think, when I was 15.
yeah, and then it was like 2 seconds later, it was like, all right, cool, you gonna hang out?
You want some ice cream?
It was the next day. All right, man. I'm not going to kick your ass anymore. It's cool.
I love you, bro.
what's the name of the Nisei album?
Especially if
it's-
it gives you a lot of trouble, does it?
Especially if it gives you a lot of trouble.
And it wasn't originally named that until our friend Dustin died. I don't know if you guys knew this. Anybody on the podcast
Yeah, this
listening?
is about the 5th podcast that references. Hey, Dustin,
Yeah, I'll let DJ talk
dead.
about it because DJ.
Tim Lambesis, MySpace.
Fuck Dustin. Fuck Tim Lambesis, fuck MySpace.
But no,
just
DJ should describe it because DJ is the kind of like the composer, and I just like basically sing over it. And I do some guitar stuff. I do some guitar stuff. But
You sound
What
just
was
like-
it? What was it originally called?
I don't know. Do you remember?
I think we're gonna do a self-titled.
Yeah, we were gonna do self-titled,
Oh, Nisei,
but
Nisei.
it was before we changed our name, so it's just gonna be 1955.
That's 100% right. I do remember that. Yeah, because y'all were set to come out with that actually.
Yep.
Yeah,
Things have changed drastically.
yeah,
Is
last 2
Blacktop
years.
still on it?
yeah.
As they
Blacktop's
tend
still
to
on
do.
it.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, Dustin had made a video using like old clips for Blacktop, and I remember it being really
Yeah.
Yeah, it is really good. We're gonna release it at some point. We're gonna do a different video first. The song's too slow and moody. To
What
be
song are you going
first.
to do first?
You know that
One-
one, probably either the one that you on Buddha. So everybody, Justin was on a song, Buddha.
I was
or-
also on Choir.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But we're not gonna do that one. That's not gonna. That's a deep cut. So Buddha or Left, Right, Out of Sight, also known. But the name I actually had written down for it was Bloodbath. But
Yeah, it should be. It should be
that's
Bloodbath.
the Kawaii part.
but DJ names things and when he writes a file name out, that becomes the name of the song. So
yeah.
whenever he
I never-
names it, that's what it becomes.
You can go
My
back
hands
and-
to dicks.
You can go back and look in Jafar or Millipede files with tit, bitch, tit, dick, or shit.
Dude, Lane Johnny
1955 had a
record.
song called "Bitch" for no apparent reason. I don't know why.
Who
no
knows?
lyrics.
You're going to be looking back in folders like, oh, this one's called bitch. I wonder what this actually was. You click on it and you're like, oh, no, this one it was actually bitch. That'd be amazing. That's amazing.
Dude, we were doing this weird thing last night. Where it's not that weird, but we were listening to our stuff from when we were younger. The DJ is like 18, 19, something
Yeah,
like that.
something
And I'm
like that.
14, 15. Weird.
Yeah, it's real weird because, like, you can hear a lot of the same stuff you're doing now, but now it's way better and comes off.
More precise.
Yeah, and it's more smooth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because on our first stuff, it's like it's awful, but there's so many good parts.
Right.
Like, there's so much good shit.
Well,
in there.
now's when you steal from that because, you know,
Yes.
that's what everyone's doing.
No.
Pet Cemetery, you know. I'm just
You're talking about remakes?
Yeah.
We just remake our old records.
Yeah, you
and,
just remake the old records, bro.
um,
Because no one heard them. Now they can.
Exactly.
It's
Exactly.
new to you.
literally no one heard.
Wait, isn't there 1955 stuff up on Bandcamp?
Yes, there's an I was the red wine in 1955.bandcamp.com. And then there's a 1955.
Yeah, 1955. That has our full length on it.
Yeah.
Our first
both of
full
those are 2 full lengths from the same band. Just
Yeah, we just changed our name because we're like, I was the red wine 1955 is stupid. We're not gonna do that anymore. Let's just do 1955 1955, and then it's like, well, there's a band called 1975 now. There's a band in Ohio called 1935.
Okay, so on 1955.bandcamp.com, under the album, it says, we've been working on the album for a while. It's got 11 tracks. Our friend Dustin thinks it's pretty good.
Yeah, I wonder what he thinks now.
I'll bet nothing.
Do you okay, so on the subject of death, you know, I've had a few
shit.
beers.
Are we going this dark, this far
No, it's not that dark.
Okay.
But it's a legitimate question. It's not really religious at all, so I don't think it's. But from each one of you, I really wanted to ask this. This is my main question coming into this podcast after DJ told me I'd be on it. Do you guys believe in ghosts? Do you have any ghost stories? Anything cool like that?
I don't. My only type of ghost story was the night that he died, and me and Todd went back to the house.
Yeah.
I could just like feel an energy.
It felt weird, right?
Yeah, it wasn't. And I keep trying to tell people this when they're like, oh, like you're still in the house where like a person hung himself, and they had all this like this like regret and stuff in their heart and this guilt and all that stuff. Like you're sleeping with an angry spirit. And I was like, no, that's not. I never felt anger or like I felt like I was gonna get got in the house. There was just this. It was just heavier.
No.
Like
yeah.
it was
Yeah,
like it,
definitely.
remorseful. Kind
yeah.
of,
Well, no, it's just like just walking in the house. Like everything's like the air felt drier.
mhm.
It was colder. Like there was no warmth or no life in there.
Yeah, no
That's-
life. Yeah.
Yeah.
DJ, did you visited the house afterwards, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Did it feel
It was
fucking weird?
Oh yeah, it was weird as fuck, dude. Because I don't know.
But,
Definitely
like, you know,
same thing, Justin. But I was in my own shit, like
yeah.
a bunch of guilt and regrets and
Oh
stuff.
God, the goat.
Just sitting in
Let's
the room.
not get in that. But on the ghost, that's the only like the time like in your whole life.
I'm not necessarily against the idea of ghosts. It's just nothing's really made itself known to me. Me and Corey kind of subscribe more to like energy.
Yeah.
Right.
My one is I work in nursing homes. I take care of old folks, so I've had to be around dead bodies and like it's nasty, but clean up dead bodies. There's one really really sweet Swedish lady who was there for a long time, and she finally started going downhill. And the night she died, she wasn't responsive, wasn't talking, but still breathing, labored breathing. The nurse gave her morphine so she could go peacefully.
Easier,
right?
yeah, right.
All night, never happened in this building before when I was there, but all night, the call light, which people don't know, it's a button that people hold in their beds and they can hit it. It's a little tiny button. They can hit it to call somebody to come help them with something. It was going off all night. And we said, okay, she doesn't need anything. She's passing right now.
Yeah.
So let's take that button away. Took it away. Kept happening all night. No way for it to happen. No way for it to get pressed. Kept happening. As soon as she died, never happened again. Not the night after. Night after that. Never happened.
Fuck all that shit, dude.
That's
Yeah,
awesome,
right?
though.
That's spooky.
Yeah.
Well, maybe it wasn't
It could
help
be.
so much as just like just come be here in this moment.
Yeah.
Like share it with me. Like
Yeah.
I don't, you know.
Well, the nurse said she had a son that died at a really young age. So the nurse was saying it's her son.
That's
Like,
that's
come
what
on.
you told me when
Yeah.
we first talked about it. Yeah,
That's
I
a
remember
that's a
now.
fucking that's a deep man.
that's
That's
gnarly.
deep.
Corey, do you have anything like that? Like any sort of do you even what do you think of ghosts in general? Like, do you have any sort of
As an adult,
not
Well,
as a fucking kid like you?
no, nothing like that. Nothing like that. I actually have a joke about ghosts in my stand-up set that is not.
You got one too? You got a stand up set?
I got to stand up set
You
as
do in your
well.
mirror?
Yeah, I keep it in my Bear app. It's hilarious. Well, to get into that would be more like to get into whatever he is like. To me, you can call it whatever you want to. You can call it Jesus. You can call it God. You can call it whatever you want. But to measure a brain or a heart or something like that, there's electricity in you. There's energy in you. That's you. It's behind your eyes. So like when someone dies, you look in there, it's not there.
Yeah. It's
They're a
gone.
vessel. To me, it really is a vessel of electricity. So when you expire, whatever you want to call it, be it positive or negative, it has to go somewhere, and that's just a fact. Like even when you explode a piece of dynamite, it's called pent up energy. When you explode a piece of dynamite under a thing on a weight system, it actually weighs less because the pent up energy is gone.
Yeah.
So you,
I love when you talk builder talk to me. You know?
Yes,
Well-
Daddy.
but like, so there are facts, and then there's what you want, and then there's somewhere in between of. That's kind of where I'm at, but essentially speaking, like, you know, if we want to take Dustin, you know, he had an energy, and I think that's what you know, if people had to describe like a heaven and a hell, which I don't necessarily subscribe to.
No.
I think if you exit this place, even if it is in a tragic way, but it's if it's peacefully, I think you can exist just fine because your energy has to disperse. That's a fact. That's a scientific fact.
Yeah.
The energy in your brain has to go somewhere. Maybe it's another dimension.
Yeah.
Maybe it's right here.
Maybe it's another
Maybe-
timeline.
Maybe it's another timeline. Maybe just in fact, that woman was communicating through that signal, through her energy. Hey, just come sit here just for a minute. I know where I'm already at because I've seen where I'm at. Because we know for a fact when you die, your brain releases DMT.
Yeah.
You step into the next whatever's after this. I'm not going to say I don't believe in an afterlife. I think there's definitely something out there. I just don't think it's what's been written down. I think it's something far more unique. I think it's something far more special. And I don't usually like to get into like this whole conversation, but you know, for someone to have a belief system, I you know, whatever makes you happy, man. I'm not opposed to any of it, but if you believe in nothing, great. If you believe in something, more power to you. But as far as like a ghost, a thing, no, I don't believe in entities, but I definitely believe in something being stuck here.
Yeah.
So
Energies.
I believe in an energy getting trapped in the ethos
Really,
and the atmosphere.
the question is, you know, part of it is like, yeah, do you believe in it? But it's also like, have you ever had a moment in your life where you
100%. I used to live right down the street from here.
Yeah.
And my only like, whoa, what is this? Like spooky story.
Right.
So we're from Arkansas. If you know the Mina story, great. I'm not going to go into it because that involves politics and bullshit. But apparently those boys were not far from here, like right down the road. That's the story I got. One day I was out in my front yard.
Wait, what?
Yeah. And I saw some, like what you would call a footstep. Like, you know, like something was
Like a
coming. I
footprint
was
or
outside
something?
playing basketball and something was going through leaves. It's the only experience I've ever had in my whole entire life.
Right.
Something was going through the leaves and I was like, what the fuck? And I ran inside scared. You know, I'm a little kid. I was like 10. Ran inside. What the fuck was that, dude? I'm start shaking, right? And I'm like, I'm going to turn on the TV. And I had a Sanyo 32 inch. I'll never forget it. Sanyo 32 inch. It had the gray remote with the 4 buttons at the bottom. It's like one of the first ones to like incorporate the bottom scale of the remote. And I'm shaking uncontrollably. And I drop it. And the remote stays right where I dropped it. And then it falls to the ground. I fucking sprinted out of my house. I sprinted over to my buddy Kyle's house. I told him what happened. I was like, fuck this. I'm never going home. Like, if I had to quantify that, who knows? But, you know, in my brain, that's what I know, man. That's what happened. So whatever it was scared the fuck out of me. And I sprinted literally down the street, down Highway 5, like probably 2 blocks to my friend's house. Like, ah!
Hunter, what about you? Have you had
Yeah, come on,
a
dog.
visitor?
Spill it.
Yeah.
Spill it.
Oh, yeah?
Come on, spill
No,
it.
dude, when I spill it, it just sounds like crazy talk, man.
No,
not
it's
good.
okay.
Yes, but who
My
cares?
remote hovered in
That just-
midair.
Like, so,
Yeah, his remote.
since I was about 13 or 14, I decided I was I'm a fucking atheist. God damn it, you know. Sorry, Mom, if you're listening. To this. I told you. Sorry, you didn't believe me. I told you.
Disclaimer: Hunter
but-
Mann is actually an atheist. before the episode.
I mean, who would have guessed? But no. But one thing that always stuck out is like, I wanted to put like a scientific reason for everything, right?
Yeah.
And Dustin put this in me too. He gave me all these goddamn books by Richard Dawkins. What a dick. He would message me on Facebook, but like, hey man, yeah, I don't know, God's not real. I don't know. But the point,
Dustin.
Yeah, I'm Dustin. I don't believe in nothing. And it's fine. But one thing that always stuck out to me is like, I had legitimate experiences with things that were very odd to me growing up. I grew up next to a graveyard, and
Ooh.
Oh,
And-
hell
and-
no. Hell no.
and I mean, it's literally next to a graveyard. It's not.
Yeah.
I don't mean like it's down the road. I mean it's
Yeah, it's like right there.
it's legitimately right next to my fucking house.
Nope.
Yeah, I mean you could. It's not even. It's probably half the length of a football field
Yeah.
to get to the graveyard.
Yeah. It's
Um,
not far at all.
It's right there. Maybe that has nothing to do with it. I don't know, but yeah, no. My friends even would growing up, like when they came over to my house for like a sleepover date, whatever, they said they would see things. My biggest thing was this this one night when I was little. I woke up and I saw my mom would always come into my room at night to turn my television off when I was asleep. And I usually would wake up because I've always been a very light sleeper. I have like insomnia kind of problems or whatever. I woke up and she was there, whatever, but she wasn't turning my TV off. She was just standing there at the foot of my bed. And I said, you know, whatever, you know, she's my mom. I went to bed. I wake up, my TV's still on because she didn't do it every night. And I said, what were you doing in my room last night? And my mom was like, I didn't go in your room last night. In fact, I just went straight to bed. And what
Nope.
exactly what it was a it looked like it could have been my mother, but it was an older lady in just a shirt, just in a like a nightgown sort of thing.
That's part of my joke. It's always older ladies. What the fuck
I
is
have
that?
a fear of old women now. Yeah.
No, dude.
If you're an old woman, please don't approach me.
No.
Like
I don't like everything you just said. I don't like it. Oh my god.
There was another time, dude. This is gonna sound like this. This is not a reoccurring thing. After I moved out of the house, it was fine. But there was another time, yes, where I was hanging out with my girlfriend at the time. I was 16 or 17. We were in my bedroom, and we heard my drum. I heard my drums, like my drum set, just fucking like going.
Nope.
And I was like, okay, I guess my dad's playing drums. Whatever. I walk down to the music room. And I'm going to talk to my dad, be like, hey, what's up? You know, be friendly. No one is fucking there.
Nope.
Horrible day. Oh, I'm talking, this is like one of the worst days of my life. Because I went back to my mom's room and said, was anyone here just now? Like with dad playing music, anything like that? And she's like, no, what are you talking about? Horrible. I like walked out in the backyard. I was crying my eyes out. And I was crying out to the girl I was dating. Thank you for putting up with me that day. Because I was crying my eyes out to her and just going, oh my God, something's wrong with me. I'm losing my mind.
Dude, no wonder you hated that
I
room.
really thought I was going crazy. But that was just another thing that happened in that house. It was weird. I don't
I
know.
mean, there's been times I've been at your house and everybody's asleep, and I go out on the back porch and like smoke a cigarette or something, and I hear weird things.
Something's not right out
Or
there.
I feel like, man, somebody's watching me right now.
I don't like it.
Yes,
This is weird.
Something's weird out there, dude.
This is
I don't like
weird.
it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. All right. New thing. Yeah. I don't like that at all. Mm-mm. Nope. Yeah. Evil spirits, be gone. Fuck you. Eat shit. All right.
Go away.
Let's wrap this motherfucker up. DJ, what's this song we're about to hear?
It is called Drain. It's by us, Nisei, me and her man. It's
From the upcoming album.
from the upcoming album, especially if it gives you a lot of trouble. The band is Nisei. I don't know what all like the social media links are right now, but yeah, it's an okay song.
Okay.
It's pretty good.
All right. Well, that's what's at the end of this bitch. And for everyone listening, thank you so fucking much. And we are on the internet, Crashcast Pod, and on Twitter, Crashcast Pod 1. I don't fucking use it, but it's there, and I do check it if somebody messages me. So if you wanna, that's cool too. I'll talk back. Anything else?
I'll give you all the links to the social media stuff.
Okay,
you can post those.
links posted down below on the podcast and Instagram links.
Big many thanks to Hunter and DJ.
Big many thanks
Yeah,
to
guys.
you guys
Thank
for
you so much
letting
for
this come
coming.
out. It's been real fun.
This has been a really good time. Is that it?
Yeah.
Is that it?
Friendship is cool, man. It's cool, man. I don't give a fuck.
And ghost stories scare the hell out of me. And everyone else, thank you for listening.
All right.
Shit, don't ever quit. Don't you ever just leave my mind. Thoughts is racing, out to the street. Well, then slow down and the blood bath of vacant head brings the home of a ghost town. You don't come around, you're draining me, draining me. You know I'll never grow up and I'll treat regret as a reason to self-destroy. I'm broken. You know I'll never grow up and I'll treat regret as a reason to self-destroy. I got regrets. Why ever just leave? I got regrets. Dread. still give a shit and don't ever quit.
Don't ever quit dreaming.